pricey, at Doral. Hyundai starting with the Marlins, who dropped their 7th straight, falling to the Astros 8-5. Game 2 of the 3-game series is tonight with the first pitch at 8:10 from Houston. And to the Dolphins Rookies Report the training camp this morning. Training camp will officially open on August the 2nd. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. We're in the mid-80s right now, a 15% chance of rain, and no percent chance of a decision, Joe.
No decision. You got me too, Woody. It's going to happen tomorrow. We got to be careful, and now it's starting to affect us. I knew that was going to happen. I knew sooner or later it was like, well, I don't know if we should do this or that because I think the LeBron James thing's going to happen. And then Rich Paul comes out last night, we're in no rush. He's got a right to take as long as he wants. Matter of fact, I talked to the commissioner and I told him to slow it down a little bit. I guess he called Adam Silver. Hey, Rich Paul. Hey, what are you whining about on the schedule, man? Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's just, we're all he's controlling the commissioner of the NBA. It's hilarious, man. It's pretty funny. You hear all these guys in all these cities. We're all going, come on, man, make a decision. Come here. And then you go, and Adam Silver goes, yeah, and I want to get my schedule done. All my partners, they want to know what we're doing. All our partners paid billions of dollars for the rights to these games on Amazon Prime and NBC, and we need to know. They want you, man. They want you down with the Miami Heat. By the way, boy, watch those shows now from where they started 2 weeks ago and the way everybody's talking. Everybody. They're playing follow the leader or somebody's leaking something. It's one of two. It's either follow the leader, whatever everybody else is saying. Brian Windhorst or anybody else kind of said, hey, man, I'm going back a little bit on this. I know we all said he's going home, but he might be going to Miami. Something just feels. Now I hear all the former players. Yeah, I was kind of looking at everybody's roster now, and ours hasn't changed that much. We got Giannis, but we knew we were going to get Giannis. Yeah, I don't know. Now it just fit. It feels like he's the fit and he'd be the piece and he knows how he'd be used and that's what he wants. He doesn't want a guy shooting on the outside that plays no D that scores 35 a night. And so anyway, yeah, it was we'll see, man. I still got that lineup card right here. Bam, Giannis, LeBron, Wiggins, and D. Mitchell starting up. And your Miami Heat. So anyway, we have all that. We got a lot of stuff. By the way, it happened again. 7 straight losses for the Marlins. Oh my God! Last night, the Astros played home run derby. Yordan Alvarez, 2 home runs. Boy, what a year he's having! My God, you talk about a quiet season because we don't hear much about them. They're not even a 500 team right now. They have been good through the years, but 2 home runs last night, 33 on the season. And Pena, on top of that, hits a grand slam. Those old grand slams are game changers, man. That everybody jogging around the bases for 4 runs is a killer. They get more bad news. Max Meyer, 15-day neck strain, and Otto Lopez day-to-day with a finger. Whew, that's not good news. You're 2 all-star guys. That's a bad way to start. We've got all kinds of news from the SEC we have to get to here. Greg Sankey is a complete fraud and a phony as a commissioner of the SEC. I want to say that because everything he says, he's looking out for, and it's his job, but don't act like you're looking out for college football. You are looking out for the SEC. You came out, and I'm shocked, by the way, after Nick Saban got up there in front of Congress and talked about this program, Protect College Sports Act, that they're putting together, and they've got some politicians going, yeah, we're going to get this done. This is the one, and we'll try to get everybody to agree to this. And before it even got started, Greg Sankey goes, nah, we don't like it. Nah, this doesn't take care of anything. Matter of fact, if we don't make some changes real quickly, we're going to be we're going to do a little breakaway here. That's what they're calling it when you want to leave. We're going to do a breakaway. I guess some of the presidents in the SEC have also said that. Listen, it's about money, and I get it. When you're a commissioner, your job, number one thing is your job is to raise money for your owners, make money for your owners, in this case, schools and sports programs. And that's what it's all about for him right now.
Let me put you on the spot here this morning, Joe. What do you think is the biggest problem in college athletics right now? I just spent 3 days talking to coaches, so I'm curious what you think.
That's a great question.
What is the biggest problem right now?
The biggest problem, boy, there's 3 or 4, but you asked me for one.
Like if you could fix one thing, because I could tell you what mine would be if that would help you out, just from talking to all these guys.
I was going to say explosion of money.
So the money's definitely a problem, but like for me and kind of the vibe I got was that there is nobody to enforce any rules.
True. That's it.
The NCAA, as we have now seen with the Brendan Sorsby thing, is completely powerless.
Correct.
Right?
That would be number one. That would be number one.
You need
that's
a
fair, Woody.
commissioner of college football. I heard that term used.
That's gonna be hard though.
I know.
The Greg Sankeys of the world, who he's got a big pair walking around. By the way, he was trashing sort of Big Ten, and I'm the guy, and the Big Ten's not. And we still think we have a better overall because they're going, hey, Big Ten's kind of been winning everything here recently, and better teams. And you go, no, we're much better.
We can make all the rules that we want. And there was obviously rules to stop Brendan Sorsby from doing what he did, but it didn't matter. Right? Because there's no one there to enforce it.
Yeah, that's a little easier one, too, considering what he did. Like,
you would have thought it would have been a slam dunk for the NCAA to enforce that, but they weren't able to, Joe. The guy was cleared to play.
No. And by the way, we're seeing guys go in and fight to get another year, and you're like, how do you get another year? His eligibility's up. What are you finding? No, you're right. They don't win anything. And that's, by the way, that was on the SEC. In fairness to Greg Sankey, that was a frustration. I think Greg Sankey, though, and I'm working off Greg Sankey, but you're right, Woody. In the big picture of everything, you're right. I think Greg Sankey is really bothered because he said, I'm not going to say any names. They're bothered by people have caught up with them and are spending the same kind of money they can, if not more, in a lot of places, including a lot in Texas. And it's allowing all these schools that they used to get all these players.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point, originally, you told me money was going to be number one, and it has become number one. Clearly number one when it's close between two schools and you like the coach and you like it and everything they have to offer. And then the guy goes, but you're going to pay me $400 or $500 more a year, 1,000. Oh, I'm in.
It's just to hear the SEC complain is nauseating. I mean, they got
now
they got enough teams into the playoffs.
Now they're saying and they're going, we're not just saying this. I mean, they're like, I know what you guys are going to wonder because we've said this before. Hey, we talked to the president at the University of Miami about this too, that they're talking about breaking away and doing things their own way, and I hate to see it. I don't want to see this thing get broken up, but I will say they need some rules and regulations. The whole thing's out of control. It really is. And
good luck enforcing it, though. That's the thing, right? If this all ends with a commissioner of college football, which is the same thing essentially as the president of the NCAA, right?
Yeah, great.
Like, why are you going to listen to the commissioner of college football, or theoretically, whatever that position would be? Why are you going to listen to that? Wouldn't you just take whatever your problem is to your friendly judge?
The two big commissioners aren't giving up their power of running those two and overseeing.
So they're just going to punish their own schools?
I just – well, I don't know what they're going to do because they're going to have the same problem when they go after – when they have legal stuff in court. It's going to be the same outcome for them as it has been for everybody else. No, they got some serious deep problems in there. But like I said last year, when you're watching those playoff games, you didn't think anything about that.
No,
you were watching all these great games.
Remember, everyone started coming out, we'll never play Texas Tech in any sport.
Yeah.
Like, is that what they're going to do? Are you going to blackball schools that break the rules?
No, that's not going to happen. Speaking of lawsuits, try that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got that. We'll talk more about the whole thing with the SEC. I still think Mario's comment is the best of all. Well, at least now we know what everybody it's on top instead of what they're always getting under the table, talking about SEC. And
yeah, but how much is still going under the table, though?
Well, it doesn't have to. Like you get an NIL deal, you just get it approved, and they go, hey, this car dealership or this guy that's got lots of money, he's got this bogus fake ass job. He's going to pay me $300,000 a year.
Yeah.
And they go, all right, good for you. You got it. It's good. You got it. Let's do it. Hey, listen, these schools are putting funds together for the NIL together too. Like, hey, alumni, besides, being a Bull Gator, how about some Bull extra money? We'd like some of that, some extra Gator money here for the NIL.
The cost of winning.
Hey, man,
football.
It's only going up. The quarterback thing is, look at here. Look at
get to a point where it's better to stay in college. For a lot of these guys, unless you're going to be a slam dunk first rounder.
There's no question, Woody. It used to be a fun one to debate. Like, don't you want to get to the NFL? Not as a seventh round pick.
Money, yeah.
Not as a seventh round pick and have a base of $700,000 or $800,000 and a couple $100,000. And meanwhile, guys are going back to college now getting, they're saying there's two guys over $7 million.
I think guys got to be close to the $10 million range. Top guys, because I know they're getting other money from commercials.
I know, but I was told that the top guys, I'm just saying the 7 thing. But it's going to be to 10 quickly, yeah. And I don't know what Manning's getting.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you think he's making?
Lots from the school and deals going on. But hey, listen, our guy at UM's getting a lot of endorsements too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we've got all that stuff. We got a weird one. We got rookies reporting here finally. I hate a rookie, man. I'll tell you what, you talk about nervous. Like the first day of college. Well, not first day of college because we went early, but first day of camp when you're coming right out of high school. Scary, man. And it was brutal back then. I mean, the initiation and the way you got treated, it was tough. And then the Dolphin one, first couple of days was just the rookies and you're getting used to everything. That was okay because I think we're together for a full week, maybe even almost 2 weeks of just rookies. As a week before the veterans came in. But and then they come in and hey, the old guys are grouchy and grumpy and it's a little bit of an adjustment for these guys. I think it's a lot different now though, man. We got rid of all that initiation stuff so they don't have to worry about that for guys that may have a little anxiety there going, oh, my God, what's that guy? He's been in the league 12 years. We don't have any of those guys, so you don't have to worry about that, about the guy, not talking to you and giving you the cold treatment and just being a complete D-bag to you. You don't have to. Those days are done. They're done. We've got a lot of other stuff going on here this morning. We got a lot of news. Ryan Clark. I was a little surprised because they were talking about redoing his contract and he was going to he wanted a lot more money. And then he shows up at work and I went, wow, so Ryan Clark got laid off or fired by ESPN. They're saying there's more cuts coming today. And I just think about all my buddies at NFL Network that we do shows with.
Yeah. So I guess they had to clear all the money for McAfee.
I don't know about McAfee, but
well, they said he's going to get a $60 million.
What
are we doing, by the way? What are we paying these guys? I mean, it's insane, isn't it?
Getting paid off the. You're right.
I guess they're getting paid what they're bringing in.
The podcasts, followers, people, the show, combine, a combination together.
Didn't they do this with Stephen A. Smith though? They paid Stephen A. Smith like $1 zillion, and now he's kind of whatever.
I don't know. Stephen A.'s doing like 200 shows.
I know, but like Stephen A. to me is like, would you miss him if he was part of this layoff thing? Like, would you be like, oh my God, I'm not going to hear his rants anymore?
No.
He got very popular.
But I got to tell you,
he
does. He gets listed enough right now. People talk about him. I
guess, but I don't take a lot of his stuff seriously anymore.
I'm just saying a lot of people talk about him and these NBA guys are going after him and people are turning on to see what he's going to say back. They want to know.
These networks are digging themselves into holes by what they're paying these leagues for rights fees. They're paying so much money now.
Now the poor
numbers are tripling.
The poor networks are in big trouble because you've got Netflix and Amazon Prime, Apple TV. They got unlimited money. It's just large amounts of money. Yeah, the world is changing in front of us, and you better get in early, man, and get your contracts done here with everything going on. Hey, We got a lot of stuff here this morning, man. Aaron Rodgers might have made up with his family.
Oh, that was beautiful. I saw that.
And it was like,
did you notice something about the pictures? His wife was in them.
She was?
No.
I didn't see her I saw the pictures and I was like, I got to tell you, man.
The wife has not met the parents yet. He's working on his relationship first, and then she's going to come in.
I got to tell you, man, he's a weird cat. I mean, he is all-time weird. I know people are talking about Tom Brady and this Logan Paul stuff right now. Aaron Rodgers is and he's breaking down the religion. The family apparently hit him with too much black and white religion when he was a kid, and he had his own beliefs in God and how it should be handled. And then this thing where he doesn't talk to him, and now it's like he's taking individual pictures with him, and all I hear is the fam is back. I never hear him saying, I could have handled things better. And then the one brother he's still pissed at. I love that. What's the brother went on that show, Woody? Which one was that? The one that does college football?
Jesse Rogers?
No, it's not Jesse. It's something else. He's the one that remember he went on the Bachelor show and
I know who you're talking
about.
And
he said, we don't talk to Aaron. He doesn't talk to our family. Ooh, nobody knew at that point Aaron was pissed. I wonder if that make-believe wife's pissed too. That's the weirdest damn thing. She must have said, I told you, I don't want to stay away. I don't want any pictures of me. I want to be left alone. I hang out only at the house. I want the windows dark. I don't want anybody to see me, fill up my tank.
Jordan Rogers, I think.
Yeah. What? Right. That's a weird deal, though.
He's got another brother named Luke.
Yeah, he likes Luke.
Luke's okay?
Luke's the other brother. Luke hadn't said anything.
Okay.
He's all right with Luke. No problem with the other brother. You can't just, let it all go. How many years have been? This is one of the great grudges against the mom and dad.
At some point,
this is stuff where you think he was abused as a kid, like knocked around or something. I'll never see you again.
So at some point, this wife thing's got to reach a conclusion, right?
I think everybody just leaves it alone. Sometimes.
It's very bizarre.
I do that with Darlington. He goes, I'm not touching that. You know what they're all thinking. Hey, I'll tell you what I'm thinking this morning. Your South Florida Chevy dealers, man, whoa, what a truck family we have put together, man. I'll tell you what, I drive in my Tahoe next to the trucks, and I see them. I go, man, it is so cool to be part of the Chevy family with these Silverado trucks. They are everywhere. So the Chevy Colorado, it's got plenty too, man. The Colorado Custom and the ZR2 with all the right tools to exceed your expectations, but also the Chevy Silverado, man, from the custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV with 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices. Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. Hey, speaking of some hotties right now, the Chevy Silverado HD you can choose from the powerful LTZ with premium style and substance to match, or go to the biggest with the Chevy Silverado HD High Country. Whatever it is, man, it's like Silverado trucks. We've made a custom truck absolutely perfect for your lifestyle. Hey, find it. Take a test drive. 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. Chevy's got a Florida truck for you. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today.
5
All right, welcome back, and a good morning to everybody as we continue on. Rookie camp starts up today, as in I think they go in for physicals and meet with their coaches and all that stuff. And there's what we got. I want to say 13 draft picks we know, and then rookie free agents. I don't know, list 24, 25, maybe 26 guys that are true rookies that will be here. And I don't know if they have extra guys coming in as well. But you talk about a rookie class, even if you're not drafted and you're coming in as a rookie free agent, this is the best situation they could ever come into outside of the first year of the Miami Dolphins back in the 60s, where you didn't have a team, right? So you're just putting it together and taking guys from other teams, or however they were set up when the first year of the Miami Dolphins. This is the best situation they've been in. They cleaned it. You know you got to keep a bunch of young guys. You got 13 draft picks. Good chance a majority of them are going to be on the 53. Not all, but a lot. Probably going to be at least two rookie free agents that make it. I mean, it's a great situation, man. They ought to be walking in, getting their you-know-what together from day one, and hopefully smart enough and motivated enough over the last 6 to 8 weeks to see this coming out of OTAs and minicamp. This is the best situation you could be in. It's your coach, your GM, first year, always going to look at your own guys, get that extra look because you're on their watch. And then on top of that, you know it's going to be a young team. You know, hey, there's a good chance every guy that they drafted a year ago is going to be on this team. What was it? 8 guys last year. All 8 guys will be back. Quarterback, he's going to be the backup quarterback to start the season. He got a lot better. He should be. But it's just a great situation for all these guys. And obviously, Caden Proctor and Chris Johnson are first-round picks, and they're going to play. And Jacob Rodriguez, even though he's coming into a situation with 2 linebackers that really played well and were really productive in the middle last year, but they're going to get Jacob Rodriguez in there. He could be running around on special teams for 17 weeks. No, he's too good a football player. Kyle Lewis, Trey Moore, all those guys I expect are going to be coming in. Man, they ought to be jacked up. I'm not even looking to see where I got drafted. I'm in a good situation. In some cases, you're going to beat out or have a chance to beat out or get playing time from guys that are been veteran players, but not necessarily key guys on other teams that we signed. I'm telling you, this is a great situation. It's great for them too, though. They're coming in thinking, I'm going to get my career. I'm no longer going to be a 4th or 5th receiver. I'm going to have a chance to be a starter. And I've been a backup on somebody else's team on special teams. And now I might have a chance to be a starter. But what a great situation. Your guys that drafted you and are going to coach you, you were handpicked by those guys. So I don't know, man. I'd have a little different feel going in day one and bringing in my stuff and getting into my room, my hotel room, and getting set up. And, and Coach Athlete's talking about being on time, play hard, know what your assignments are. All those things are, nobody wants dummies out there. They want to know that all that stuff we talked about 6-8 weeks ago, and you've been studying. But what a great opportunity, man, for the 13 guys they drafted, plus 10, 11, 12, even rookie free agents, that if they come in and they shine, they're going to find a spot for them. So wanted to make sure we got that here, and just what's at stake here. I see all the articles, and Malik Willis could be a 1-year, starter. It's true. If he didn't, play well, they could make him a backup. I don't think they're going to get rid of him after 1 year. I mean, that could happen. That's the worst scenario that could happen. And I see some of you send in stuff. We're going to get a quarterback next year in the draft and where we're going to be. The other story is an interesting one. I see everybody's talking about as we get ready to go for all this stuff, and that is trying to win games. Listen, man, I was here for the last time we had this weeks and weeks of this discussion about, I don't know if it's in the Herald or Sun Sentinel today, which the guys, and I get it, man. They got to write stuff. And listen, man, you got to try to win games. You got to develop and play your best players. You can't, I know the Brian Flores story. I'm very aware of the Brian Flores 2019 story, and we were looking like we were one of the worst teams to start. We lost our first 7 games that year. Matter of fact, if for a little history lesson, back 2019, we lost 59-10 in week 1 to the Ravens. Matter of fact, our quarterback that's born and raised down here had a perfect quarterback rating, 1 of 2, Lamar. It was perfect QB rating, killed us. Patriots came in following week 43-0. Cowboys beat us 31-6, and the Chargers beat us 30-10. We're getting our ass kicked, and we went on, and then we put Fitzpatrick in, and we started to get competitive. We had all close games the rest of the way. Matter of fact, we finished 5-4, and for some of you said we screwed it up by going 5-4 in our last 9 games, including beating the Patriots in the very last game. I think it knocked Tom Brady out of like home field advantage. I think they won the division, but they had to go on the road. I'll never forget that he threw a touchdown pass in the game up in Foxborough. And that's how well we were playing at the end of the year. And I know a lot of people are like, well, that's great. I mean, we just went like we won, 4 games all year, and we screwed it up getting the first pick and all that. Look, I get it. But you still got to draft the right guys. No, whether you're picking 1 or you pick 5 or 6, and honestly, we as you know, haven't done enough. Good. I'm not taking shots at anybody today. There's no reason on first day of rookie camp to take shots, but we didn't do a good enough job. But I want to see us try to win, develop, play your best players, be competitive. I don't want to lose by 49 or 43 or 24 or 20 like the first 4 weeks that year. I don't want that to happen. I want to be competitive. It's obviously not a perfect roster. We have less than half our money. It's being used other places. It's either a lot of it's in Atlanta. We got guys that we had to throw money in to get rid of, and they're getting paid by. I mean, we spread it out, and we got a lot of dead money is what we have. So it's not going to be a perfect roster for a lot of different reasons. That's why, for me, this thing comes down to the 21 draft picks. It starts with that. That's my core. I got 5 or 6 really good players I know can play at a high level that are all back, and I hope we get Jordan Brooks' contract done. I hope they get it done. He is so valuable. I know those guys weren't here, a lot of them last year, but some of the coaches were, and they know how important he is to this team.
Well, this is why the season's so interesting, and I know that, the writers have to sell hope, and the team's going to be
They're
good.
They're not really selling that.
Walmart with his 10-win.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I get it.
But that's a bad take, too. That's a terrible take because that's not.
But you don't want people to become, kind of like apathetic towards the team where it's like they don't care, but because they might be very bad, but at least there's still some storylines.
Oh, yeah, there's some
right. I think there's some very interesting storylines with this team.
I'll tell you what, this is a big year for a coaching staff. Nobody wants to talk about that. You need to coach some guys up, put them in a system that allows them to have success, especially in certain packages defensively, and find a way, because some of these guys, are not necessarily every down players, but are specialists at certain things. And if they can be really good at that, and
got again, a head coach that put his neck out there for a lot of players, man.
He did. And but I know they don't want to call this a rebuild, and they're going through all that, and it's got a lot. You need a lot of guys to play well, because it's year 1, but right off the bat, we're gonna have a fan base that if it doesn't look good and we don't see some promise, are going to be upset. They're going to be. And it's not necessarily all their fault, but when you haven't done anything in 26 friggin' years, you can't win a playoff game. Now these guys, Mike McDaniel had to hear it. Now these guys are going to have to hear it. It will be brought up. It won't go away. So dig down, man, and get going. I'm curious to see what it's going to look like, but I do get asked all the time, so what do you think of this team? How's it going to look? And you don't really have enough time to explain the whole thing, but you try to just tell, you hope everybody that's been listening and watching stuff understands. I don't know. I think it's really irresponsible for Omar to say 10 wins. I do. I get it. This could happen. That could happen. This could happen. That guy could be go from a 4th round pick to all pro in year 1. And there will be some great stories on this team. There will be with all these guys. There are going to be a couple of guys that surprise us and play great. But man, 10 wins when you have half your money and everything, and a lot of young guys that just haven't done it at the highest level in the NFL. Just haven't done it. All right. Hey, we got to go to break, man. We got a lot more stuff to get to here this morning as we continue on. Man, the LeBron watch is on. Rich Paul coming out, man. No rush. We're not going to rush this. We don't care. I know. And Rich Paul even admitted I had to talk to the commissioner and calm him down. He's a little worried about getting the schedule out. That's a weird one. Can you imagine? It's one thing we're sitting here going, come on, LeBron, come to Miami. And he's going, come on, LeBron, make your decision. I got to get these scheduled. Amazon Prime's up my rear end right now. They want to know. They want some LeBron games.
It feels very weird to be doing this again.
How about the fact that he can still do this at 41 years old?
Now, when he came in was 2010, it bothered a lot of people, obviously. And I got buddies that are, from Orlando and all that, and they're Magic fans, and it really crushed them. Like, it really bothered them when he came here the first time. You imagine if it happens again? All the people around the league are gonna be pissed.
We're not.
No,
we're gonna be very excited. And if you're a Heat fan and not excited about
starting to feel like it's right.
Everybody's pointing this way. Hey, Woody, let's take a quick break here, man. We got more stuff to get to here. Speaking of LeBron and the Marlins, oh my gosh, they forgot how to win. All right, hey, right now I want to talk to you about Chapman Partnership. So close to my heart. Do great work for the homeless, and it's not this. You got to tell it because I know a lot of people when they hear homeless, they bug them on the road, same stop signs, excuse me, and the same stop lights every day, and you're like, oh my God, the guys are back. It's getting to be a pain. No, man, they come in. It's about rehab. It really is providing so much more than housing and a warm meal. Changing lives daily with all the great programs they have in there. They stay there, but they've got a lot of caring support and these wraparound services. We have a lot of doctors, including mental doctors, that do a lot of work to make sure, hey, a lot of this is mental, to help them get back on meds, get them back, and just help them, give them a second chance in life, help them find a job. We got great programs, not only help them find a job, help them find a place to live, getting these families back together. Chapman Partnership's got 2 facilities in Dade County, and they do great work. They really do. We got some great success stories. The goal is always within 3 to 4 months to help these families and individuals get back out on their own again, man, being productive again. Got some great stories down there. It really is. We'd love for your help. We need it more than ever, man. We got 800 men, women, and children down there right now. Boy, if you can join me here at WQM to show support to one of my favorite charities that's really making a difference in our community through the workforce development they have done and the programs they have put together, including babysitting services, while mom's out finding a job and getting her life together. Man, it's great. Any level of support is so impactful. Anything you can give. Let's help support families and individuals overcoming homelessness at Chapman here in 2026. Go online to chapmanpartnership.org. Thank you so much.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Loctite Impact, South Florida's top-rated impact windows, doors, and roofing provider with thousands of 5-star reviews.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Main office, Fort Lauderdale.
Men, if your energy is down, your workouts aren't producing results, you're gaining stubborn weight, losing muscle, sleeping poorly, or just not feeling like yourself anymore, it may be more than just aging. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic. Our low T and body composition treatments are designed to help men regain energy, improve focus, sleep better, build lean muscle, reduce unwanted fat, and restore confidence both in and out of the gym. At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, we specialize in helping men optimize their health, performance, and vitality. Using personalized medical treatments tailored to your health and goals, many men begin noticing improvements in energy, mental clarity, recovery, motivation, libido, and overall body composition within just a few weeks. Your initial visit includes blood work, a PSA and T test, and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 877-455-7300 or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 7 offices in South Florida to serve you.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. In the low 80s this morning, this afternoon mostly sunny and a high of 94.
Weather brought to you by Capital One. Capital One offers no fees or minimums on checking accounts. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank guide. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
Hurricane season's here, so now's the time to call Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Their windows are Hurricane Category 5 rated. Loctite Impact provides 100% financing with 0 down, no interest, no payments for 1 year. And Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Old or leaky roof, replace your old roof now and you can pay later. Plus 24/7 roof repairs ready for you. Don't wait for the storm. Make sure your home is protected today. Serving all of South Florida, Loctite Impact is the name you need to know. Pro athlete or weekend warrior, you deserve the best orthopedic care. At Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, our all-star team includes Dr. Carrie Chapman, orthopedic foot and ankle surgeon, helping patients overcome injuries, relieve pain, and get back on their feet. From ankle sprains to more complex foot and ankle issues, you'll get expert care designed around your goals. Because here, you don't have to be a pro athlete to be treated like one. Visit BaptistHealth.net/ortho and get back to what you love.
Traffic on WQAM is sponsored by Lexus of Kendall and Lexus of West Kendall. Your home for the best price on luxury. Now featuring the all-new Lexus TX 3-row SUV. In stock and on sale now. Call 305-KENDALL today.
Get on the roadways early this morning. If you're heading out the door, this traffic report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach. And just a reminder, out of Broward, still dealing with construction, US 441 northbound from Oaks Road to beyond I-595. Miami-Dade, you're looking good. No major issues. You're moving at posted speeds. That's traffic. I'm Alia Escobar on FM 104.3, and you can listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
This report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach, where the fun never stops and the parking is free. The Casino at Dania Beach has it all. Enjoy new exciting promotions, the hottest slots, great shows, multiple dining options, live poker, and simulcast. Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the Casino at Dania Beach.
Hey, we're back here, man, on the LeBron watch. Woody, you tried to get me all juiced up last night. You tried so hard. You had me checking my phone, and then I got up at 2:30 this morning, and I just kind of looked up at my phone. I go, all right, I don't want to wake the wife up here. Let me just take a look, just in case. Because, you know, it'd be a huge story, obviously. And but, boy, they also got me all fired up yesterday. All the guys a couple weeks ago that were saying, Golden State, 45 minutes away for him to fly home and take his daughter to school before going to work. Like, yeah, it's that easy to go from L.A. by plane to San Francisco. But anyway, whatever the BS they're making up, and and then going back home to Cleveland's the one. I love it. Everybody's got their favorite for LeBron. I guess that's what makes sports shows. LeBron's got a right to do wherever he wants. And everybody knows he should be here. That's what all these phonies too, man. These guys have all they look at, in fairness to them, I shouldn't have said phony. That's too strong. I'm a phony. These guys are going around on this story though, and they're switching and they're going, oh my God, I've been talking to my buddy, somebody else in the NBA that knows somebody that knows LeBron. His ass might be going to Miami. So here we are, man.
You got to admit, it is impressive. Nothing's really leaked out. Like, you see Kendrick Perkins, there's people at Fanatics Fest thought he's going to Miami. Like, these guys are basing this stuff on nothing.
Well, I think they thought the big leak, like LeBron was going to go up there to Ruben and tell him, hey, here's what I'm doing. You can tell your buddies.
I thought it was going to happen yesterday. It was kind of a quiet day, and it's even quieter today.
You know what though? We heard it yesterday. Everybody's saying, man, you look at starting five with Giannis and Bam and LeBron and Wiggins, and everybody loves Davion Mitchell. You talk about a guy that people love playing with.
Problem is, I don't know what's important to LeBron anymore.
What do you mean?
Does he want to go out on top? Does he not want to play for a low contract? Like, I don't know what
I don't see.
Because he hasn't signed one of those cheapy contracts.
No. But I don't think it's about getting paid like he used to. I think the 40s and 50s and 60s are done. He doesn't care about that. He's a builder.
I don't know what he cares. I don't want to pretend to have any clue what this guy's thinking, because he's a complicated dude.
I think he's smart. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows how he fits in with every team. Matter of fact, one of the things Rich Paul said yesterday, I agree. He goes, hey, you guys don't need to keep. Because people are still, is there anything else we need to say? Is there something else we can do? We feel like we haven't done a good enough job. No. Oh, no, don't worry about LeBron. LeBron's aware of everything you have, including who's going to be doing the wash for the jerseys after games. He's aware of everything. He knows who's in the front office. He knows who's going to be coming down to jump in the middle of the huddle. He's aware of everything.
I just wonder if, in his mind, he thinks this is the last year, or does he think he's got more years? Because it'll be a 1-year deal wherever he goes. Does he think, all right, I'm going to make one more run at a title, then I'll do my farewell tour at home?
I don't know what, but I think he wants to win, and he wants to play with guys. I mean, they did a lot of winning.
He can realistically win at any of the final destinations that we've been talking about, right?
Well,
he can win in Cleveland.
He won in L.A., but I don't think he liked playing with those guys.
No. We're only going to win a championship.
I don't think anybody's ever
probably win. I mean, win in Philly for sure. I just don't see that being realistic.
I don't see that as a good fit. But the other
Golden State is, again, to me, Golden State makes
Century Village
sense. Yeah, but
Century Village
guys.
Hey, you guys you're sitting out tonight too? Oh, shit, we're in trouble. That's 5 of us sitting out because Jimmy Butler's sitting out.
Well, Jimmy won't be there, right? Jimmy's not a LeBron guy.
I
can't see that happening.
I think it's a good fit down here, man. It's a good fit.
Of course it's a good fit.
Pat has made it a point to make his rounds and tell everybody how great the relationship is, because people keep bringing that up. So whether Pat's being told to go out and do it, but he wanted everybody, and Pat's aware, even at age 80, still aware of what everybody's saying. And the one thing he has heard a lot of is he'll never come here because Pat dogged him going out the door. Oh, no, we're way past that. And I just thought we had more left, but no, we're cool. We've seen each other out in L.A. We've shared a lot, and we had 4 great years together. So I think that's fine. And he's probably, I think he's looking Bobby Portis, Hardaway, Larson. I think if they get him, I think Klay Thompson's the next one to come here too. Little buyout. Maybe DeMar DeRozan, if he's ready to go on the cheap at this point in his career, because I believe Sacramento owes him a little bit of money as well. So anyway, it's going to be fun to watch, though. It will be fun to watch, and it sure is nice to hear us with all the arrows pointing this way instead of other places right now. I don't feel bad for the Cavs. This thing, he's got to go home. He's going home. They're not feeling so good about home right now.
The Cavs have a nice team still, though, so they'll be happy with James Harden.
You don't think that's come up when he's sitting around talking to whoever he talks to, including his agent, goes,
James Harden's a weird dude, too, man.
James
He doesn't
Harden?
seem like he's part of the group either. Right? Like, doesn't he seems kind of like an outsider, too?
I think LeBron had a chance to see what happened in Brooklyn. That's all I ever say.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn thing. The Brooklyn Big Three. One of the greatest disasters in the history of the NBA. And Kevin Durant might have been the best of the three.
Yeah.
It was crazy. You can't make all that stuff
Speaking
up.
of crazy, those guys were all on the Thunder when the last time LeBron was in Miami.
Hey, man, how crazy was that? How crazy was that? If that group no way they could have stayed together. Now that we've learned the personalities through the years, we realize that three couldn't have played together with Westbrook in there. They'd have killed each other. That would have never worked. Hey, so anyway, we got a lot of other stuff going on here. Yesterday, this thing with Tom Brady is also jumped out here, and Tom lives down here in South Florida now. He's down with Indian Creek. Down Indian Creek. They've showed the top of his pad. You know, they do those pictures. I mean, that's different level. That's different level. He's out there with Trump's daughter, and they're all out there. It's billionaire, all the Amazon Prime guys out there. I think they're all out there, man, living. So anyway, it is weird to see Tom Brady in this Logan Paul thing, and it's obvious, and now it's coming out so people know that Tom Brady has a potential partnership with the WWE. And I can see it because Tom Brady flipping Logan Paul off at the World Cup Finals, and I was like, okay, this is not a guy that owns a football team. He's not acting like that. This is not a guy that's a lead guy for Fox analyzing football games. Number one team. Nice big fat $275 million contract. And now he and Logan Paul have been doing this thing back and forth. And the truth be known, if Logan Paul wanted to kick Tom Brady's ass, he could do it in 2 seconds. He can. He can. Now, I don't know about Gronk, because Gronk's in on this now, too, and talking about he's going to beat Logan Paul up and all this. They're all in on this WWE, man. All in. It's amazing. I do find it funny with everything Tom Brady's got going on. He's got some great commercials. He's got his own brand. He's got this huge contract with Fox. He's got this big card deal. You told me all his stuff, his collectible stuff is off the chain. He's doing great there. It's just weird to see him going back and forth with Logan Paul. It just is. And again, whether he's throwing the ball, hitting him in the package, or hitting him in the gut with a football and a flag football, it's just like, okay. You know, it's pretty good. They sold some people on it. But yeah, this is about some kind of partnership with the WWE for sure. No question about it. And it's weird. It's a weird one, Tom, you know. But he is growing. He is, if it's got a chance to make money, I think we've learned Tom Brady's jumping in on it. He doesn't care. He is jumping in. I'm not saying he's taking every product, but he is taking a lot of them.
Yeah, this latest one is weird, though.
It is
I don't know if he's going to jump in a wrestling ring or what. But, I mean, a lot of athletes are doing. A lot of these guys are WWE fans and seem to get
No, they are.
But
No, they're all into it. They are all into it.
it's fun to watch. I mean, I get into it a little bit with my son.
Listen.
It's getting rammed down our throats, by the way. They were just running another promo on ESPN for the big event that's coming up.
ESPN jumped in the
I
partnership.
mean, they are ramming it down our throats.
It is weird that all these serious guys that do interviews for a living are now going,
yeah.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts? Well, I got to take this guy down, and you're going, okay.
It is, look, it is a decent product.
No, it's good.
It's not a bad product.
No, they do things I would never do. Flying, no.
Yeah,
hey,
and
man,
it got a little raunchy
jumping off
over
the
the
ropes.
years.
You know how easy it would be to separate your shoulder if you jumped off the ropes or something?
No, you don't say.
I mean, you could get hurt doing that.
No, those guys got to be in good shape. But it's a good product. It's, you know, it's a lot better than I guess you would think. But
no, those guys are good, man. I'm not.
But
saying.
Brady, I think, struggles badly in retirement, man. He's got so many things going on.
I think if it was up to Tom Brady, he'd still be playing football.
Yeah, I do too.
I think if he could just do that.
Do you realize how much stuff he's got going on?
Yeah, I see it.
It's unbelievable. He's got his chain of card stores, so he's in the card business. He owns an NFL, part of an NFL team.
Yeah, he's
a lead team on Fox. Like, this guy's got 50 things going on, and he just like seems bored. Like, he's got to fight with Logan Paul.
I got to give him credit, though. I seen him the last month with all 3 of his kids going to all these events. And so he's still doing that dad thing and saying he's enjoying himself. All right. Hey, enough of that. For every Tom Brady, you got an Aaron Rodgers, right? We got to tell you what's going on with your Miami Marlins. Boy, it hasn't been great lately here. 7 straight losses, but I do have some good news. They're going to be coming home after this Astros series and taking on the Padres and then taking on the Phillies. So we got 6 games at home, and it's a great chance for you, especially during the summer. They got some great deals going on for you. So join the Marlins for a special Venezuelan Heritage Celebration presented by Santa Teresa as part of the T-Mobile Heritage Series. It's on Saturday. That's this July 25th at 4:10 start. Each ticket includes an exclusive jersey with a portion of proceeds benefiting Venezuelan relief efforts. Then catch the Fighting Fish as they face the Padres. Manny Machado back in town. Get your tickets today at marlins.com/Venezuela. And then, of course, we also want to let you know Phillies will be coming in July 27th, 28th, and 29th. Take advantage of the fan favorite offer. One of the best ones they do all year. Enjoy 2 for $25. Score 2 tickets plus 2 canned beers. That's just $25. One of the great specials they have. Just check them out. They do a great job. Go to marlins.com/tickets. Marlins will be home this weekend. First of 6 at home.
WQAM broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop massive savings on a massive Chevy inventory, all backed by Morse at Ed Moore Sawgrass Chevrolet. Visit EdMooreSawgrassChevrolet.com. Chevy, find new roads.
The world's game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2-up early payout so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pre-game straight match results bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you'll instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. Don't miss your shot at an early win with 2-up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. This promotional offer not available in Ontario, Pennsylvania, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. Available in the U.S. For New York, 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. New and existing customer offer, subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel, must be present in a state where it's legal to wager.
Lots of places can expose you to identity theft.
Oh no.
That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats to your identity, which is way more than anyone can do on their own. If we find anything suspicious, like new loans or changes to your financial accounts, we alert you right away, all through text, phone, email, or the LifeLock app. Get the alerts that could make all the difference. Save up to 30% with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Annie's first oil change wasn't as hard as she thought because she went to AutoZone, where a friendly AutoZoner helped her find the right oil and save on an oil filter. He explained the job and showed her free how-tos on AutoZone.com. When she was done, AutoZone recycled her old oil for free. Get a free oil filter and more during the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone, now through July 27th.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
You're finally here.
Hey, Primo! Thanks again for picking me up. Can I hop on your hotspot? I forgot my other SIM card.
Welcome. We'll try to make your stay as pleasant as possible. Would you like help locating a SIM card kiosk?
What? Why are you talking like that?
Right this way. In this plaza, we observe the sacred ritual of La SIM Swap. For this experience, you'll need cash, patience, and very tiny fingers.
Sacred?
And here's La Tiendita, the place for chips, sodas, and somehow buying just one egg. A true cultural landmark.
I am so confused right now.
Yeah, visiting new places can be confusing.
Why are you acting like this is my first time here?
Your family would never treat you like a tourist when you come home. So why let your phone plan do it? AT&T keeps you connected in 20 plus Latin American countries at no extra cost. No SIM swaps. Connect like you're home. For U.S. customers, requires AT&T Premium 2.0. Coverage and data speeds vary. International usage should not exceed domestic. Visit AT&T.com/RoamLatam for details.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Oh, hey, Sarah. Did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal too, right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid.
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends August 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Hey, this is Lauren. And a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's going to add the protein that you need. The eggs with those crispy nuggets. It's the ultimate combo.
Hi, this is Maya, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's packed with protein. Having Chick-fil-A chicken in a breakfast burrito is just phenomenal to me. You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns. It's just complete, honestly.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
The summer sales event at Midway 4. Get the 000, 0% financing, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 maintenance for 2 years. New Bronco Sport, $349 a month. Bronco Big Ben, $389 a month. Midway 4, Miami's #1 Ford dealer since 1979.
Got a leak in your roof? Don't let a small problem turn into major damage. Call Tornado Roofing and Contracting today. Save $300 on a roof replacement or $100 on a roof repair. Call 954-968-8155 or visit tornadoroofing.com. That's Tornado Roofing and Contracting.
This is WQAM-FM and HD1 Miramar, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. WQAM-AM Miami, an Odyssey sports station. The home of champions. Home of the 5-time national champion Miami Hurricanes. The back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. The 3-time NBA champion Miami Heat. Miami Hurricanes basketball. And now, the new home of the 2-time World Series winner Miami Marlins.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Darrell Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little Solcito, and when we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Darrell Hyundai. Starting with the Marlins, who dropped their 7th straight, falling to the Astros 8-5. Game 2 of the 3-game series is tonight with the first pitch at 8:10 from Houston. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And the Dolphins, who will have rookies report to training camp this morning. Training camp will officially open on August the 2nd. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com. We're in the mid-80s right now. 15% chance of rain. Joe, football is officially back in Miami Gardens.
Wow, how about that? Guys, all these young guys moving in. Of course, a lot of them have been here since, from what I understand, since the end of OTAs and minicamp. A lot of them stayed down here for most of the time to work out and kind of learn their way around here, as they're going to be a big part. I can't say it enough, man. It's a great opportunity. I can't remember all the years I've been here, going back to 1980 when I was drafted. I don't remember a better opportunity ever, considering the dead cap money, got rid of all these veterans, new coach, new GM, great opportunity for this draft class and this rookie class in general, even the rookie free agents. We'll have at least 2 guys. Rookie free agents will make a 53-man roster this year. Matter of fact, tie goes to the rookies this year. If a lot of these young guys outplay some of these veteran guys they have, they're going to stay around. They're going to stay around on potential, and so it is. As they start up, they'll next week, next week at this time, we'll be talking about the vets, and then it's off and running, and practices will be open, and we got to start to see what it looks like with everything. Matter of fact, Kyle Crabb's going to join us coming up at 8:00. We'll talk to him about everything. A lot of articles, and hey, man, a lot of them are true. You know, Malik Willis. I see somebody wrote an article, national article. Malik Willis might only be the quarterback here 1 year. He might only be his quarterback 1 year. You're right. He might. We'll see. Hopefully he stays healthy so we can see, you know, as everybody else gets better and he gets more comfortable and he's around to play all the games. That would be the biggest thing for me, is his durability and being able, and hopefully, if nothing else, his offensive line, we got the 5 guys going forward that we want. Even if at some point we know our right tackle is going to be our first-round pick that we just took. He's not going to be a lifetime left guard. It's just Caden Proctor is not going to be a left guard outside of this year if everything goes right. And then even if Austin Jackson gets hurt, you wonder if at some point they don't say, Caden, get out, kick it out to right tackle and do your growing pains there. But I expect he's going to play really well, man. I think left guard, he's going to be just fine. He's 350 pounds. Ain't nobody going to run him over. He's a big man. And so, but yeah, there's the middle league stuff is, I mean, it kind of came out negative, but yeah, if it doesn't work out, they'll look to the draft and go there. But I am not aboard, and I'm just telling everybody right now, I'm going to say it. I was waiting for camp, but I am not one that said, let's lose games and try to get the first pick. You let whatever. I'm not sure how good the roster is anyway. I expect you're going to have a really high pick anyway, but I'm not going to sit here and, you know, play the best guys, which in this situation, you got a lot of guys competing against each other, and none of them have experience or a whole lot of success in the league. So from that standpoint, outside of a core of 5 or 6 guys that have been here that have done it at a high level, hell, we had a guy lead the league in tackles last year. The guy next to him had a ton of tackles and big plays. We had a center that was all pro. We got Zach Sealer, who's a really good defensive tackle and did a really good job, not only the way he played, but helping those guys next to him grow up real quickly, all those draft picks. And we got Devon Achane, who's going to want to be really good. He's built that way that he's going to want to be a really good player. So we got some. We don't have enough, but those guys are all big-time players. Those guys can all play. And of course, Patrick Paul at the left tackle is going to be really good. I almost forgot Pat out there on the outside. He's a stud. So we got some players, and Austin Jackson stays healthy. You know, I hate to start saying a guy's name and then behind it saying stay healthy, but he's been banged up a lot and missed the offseason with, I believe, this toe, and hopefully he's back. Anyway, we'll talk about all that. So we got a lot of other stuff, including big story right now, the LeBron James watch. And man, Rich Paul saying we're in no hurry. But I will tell you, I gotta believe LeBron's got a really good idea what he's doing. Now when he decides to make the decision, I don't know. Could be money, a little bit more money he wants or whatever. But he's looked at everybody's roster. He knows everybody's coach's style. He knows the guys coming off the bench. He knows how he's going to be used. He knows all that stuff. And if he didn't know it, he's been told by all these teams already over the last 3 weeks that have a chance. I don't think Minnesota's got a chance. I think Minnesota's out. I don't see any shot of Minnesota. And right now, all these guys have come around, including all these former players, and going, you know, I hate to say it, but the best fit might be the Miami Heat with that starting lineup and those guys and what he does best might be great for that team with Bam, Giannis, Wiggins, D. Mitchell, and LeBron. How about looking at that starting five to where you were a year ago? How about that? What a great story of if this thing happens with LeBron. And I don't think the LeBron, if it does happen, would not have happened unless Giannis was here. It's just amazing. If it did, it'd just be another great job by the front office. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I don't want to jinx it because I know what you're saying out there. I don't want to jinx this whole thing. But I was thinking, man, it's amazing. And Riley gets all the credit, and he's got a team of people that do a lot of work. He's always had the same group there with Andy and all the rest of them. I think Nick is a brilliant guy, really, really smart guy. It's worked his way up, and they've got some really good people in that office. But my God, they knew they had to get Giannis. I'm guessing they thought if they got Giannis, they're going to get some really good veteran pieces. I don't know if they thought they were going to get LeBron or not. I don't know if they thought he might leave the Lakers. I thought he'd stay. But boy, what a great offseason that would be for a team. We're ready to run everybody out of town here, right? Oh my God, we're going to have to run this back with all these first round picks. We're not going to get Giannis. And then you get Giannis, and then that makes it more attractive potentially for LeBron. And then that could be potentially attractive for DeMar DeRozan, could be Klay Thompson. All these guys could go, hey, man, I'm already getting paid by another team. I'll come on the cheap to play with you guys. I got a nice fit in there. So we'll see. The work's not done. But, boy, I'll tell you what, this thing is setting up. Whether you live in Broward, whether you live in Dade, whether you like hockey, now the Kachuk brothers are together, or you like basketball, all of a sudden that Heat ticket got a nice new look to it, doesn't it? How about going? Hey, man, our fan base, you got to love that. Potentially Bam, Giannis, and LeBron getting introduced with each other. Oh, my God. Still was thinking about that last night. And by the way, that story up in Sunrise, not bad either, man. Adding a Kachuk brothers playing together with the rest of those guys. Seeing just, oof. Could be fun, man. Could be a fun every night of entertainment.
Yeah, fall's going to be good, right? Saturdays are going to be a lot of fun.
Well, Saturdays are going to be great here with this.
Sundays are still fun.
The Canes, the Canes are loaded.
Yeah, they're going to be loaded. Sundays will still be good, right? You got Dolphins games, you get them over early. They're all at 1:00.
They are all 1:00 games.
So,
by the way, the league has spoken on behalf of the Miami Dolphins. Yes, the league has spoken. We have a 1:00 game somewhere every week.
So they can't ruin your whole Sunday, right? At least you get the 4:00 primetime game.
You might see a couple games at 4, but they all will have an original starting time of 1:00 somewhere. whether it's San Francisco or Santa Clara, or it's Las Vegas.
They're not going to play those at 9 in the morning.
Is Vegas? I always forget. Is Vegas 3 hours or 2 hours?
It's 3.
What
you
about?
You got to know that when you're taking that flight back, man.
Oh, yeah. It's not bad going out there. Never tired going out there.
No, and you gain all the time back, but when you go back, it's rough.
Oh, the rough one.
Leaving Vegas sucks.
I'm dragging.
And
something doesn't go well, and then you guys call and text and beat the hell out of me, and I just want to go home. And
you're going straight to California this year, though.
I don't know.
Right?
I haven't heard if they're staying for sure yet. So,
okay.
Haven't heard. I tell you, I'm hoping. Nobody wants to go to Vegas, come home, and then shoot right back out a few days later. And I'm guessing they don't either. I'm guessing that wouldn't be high on the list to get done. Hey, so anyway, what happened to the Marlins here real quickly? This thing, 8-5 loss last night, and the Astros played home run derby. Oh, did they? Including a grand slam. Yordan Alvarez had a couple more home runs. He's got 33 on the season, so 3 home runs against you. So that's not going great. 8-5 loss to the Astros, 7th straight loss. And then I see, hey, where's Max? Max Meyer. Neck strain, out 15 days. And Otto Lopez, finger day-to-day. See, he wasn't in the lineup last night, so Two guys who are in the All-Star game or supposed to be in the All-Star game. Now, one's day-to-day, and the other guy's going to be out a couple weeks, who's just pitched his rear end off. He's been great, and they could really, really use him. So I don't know what happens now at the trade deadline. What happens now? Because that 10 games over 500 that we were talking about.
Yeah, but you can't start selling off the teams you lost 7 straight.
I'm not saying selling off. You're going to keep a majority of the core of these guys. Question is, do you add anybody?
Oh. I got to snap this losing skid here. Schedule's getting tough.
Well, not going to get any easier now, man. It's and now we've let everybody in that wild card, everybody in that third wild card position. Looks like there's about, well, actually all of them, but 5 or 6 teams now all going, hey, we got right back in this. One thing about it, man, you win 6 in a row or you lose 7 in a row, boy, you can jump one way or the other real quickly, especially if other teams aren't playing well or they start playing well and you're not, and then all of a sudden you're 52-49. And not where you're hoping to be after playing so great going to the All-Star game. And I know they got swept, but man. And then we got the news coming out here. We'll go to break here, but Greg Sankey, SEC commissioner, man, not happy with the Protect College Sports Act that he saw when Nick Saban and the gang were up there in front of Congress talking about all the changes and all the things that need to happen. And Greg Sankey goes, no. I don't like it. No, that's not going to do it for me. No, and if this doesn't change and we don't make some changes that make sense for us, we're going to break away. We're going to do our own thing. We will break away. The SEC, once again, is threatening to leave and go out on their own. And they have 10 common sense suggestions. And some principles they'd like to share that nobody else, I'm sure, has thought of, because now Greg Sankey's smarter than everybody else, too. I think everybody knows the problems. One thing, Greg Sankey doesn't want to give up all that money with that great contract he has, and that's his job. That's his number one job. Never can get mad at a commissioner when people start ripping the commissioners, even though some of them I'm not big fans of. Their number one job is to make money for their conference. And the commissioners in professional sports, their number one job is to take care of owners. Those are his bosses. Right now, I want to tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic. ED and low T is nothing to mess with. Nothing to mess with. And I had it full-blown both. Oh, my God, was it terrible. I was so tired I couldn't stay awake. And then I was tired on the weekends. And then I didn't want to be active. And next thing you know, I gained about 25 of the fastest pounds I've ever gained in my life. The appetite definitely picks up. I don't know if that's a low T thing. But I was sitting there about 265, and that was not a good weight, not a healthy weight, according to my doctor. And then ED on top of it. Sex drive was hit and miss, and then it was just gone. Nothing happening. My wife was safe. I was sprinting to bed to beat her to bed to get to sleep before she could get her clothes off. And I just said too much, and she's not going to be happy with that last comment. But I will tell you, man, Atlantic Men's Clinic works. Oh, my God, my life has been so different. 2.5 years ago, I jumped on the Atlantic Men's Clinic program. It's fantastic. Got the PSA test, met with their professional staff, and we got going. You want it, Mr. Rose? You ready? Yes, I am. Let's do it. 7 locations in South Florida to serve you. Brand new one in Hollywood. I go to Plantation. Look, you're in for great results. If it matters to you, your energy level and sex drive, if you want it to be like it used to, set up that first appointment, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com if you need more information. I can't tell you enough whether you meet me now or you go, hey, Joe, seriously, does it work? Yes, it does. Atlantic Men's Clinic, and it works fast.
WQAM.
7.
Oh, my God.
Do we do something like that again?
He was about ready to go Bill Russell and the Celtics on that thing. He was talking about so many championships.
So I think
That
you
was
have
fun.
Giannis and LeBron pop out from underneath the stage like they did last time. You have the two of those guys.
Well, listen, we got a legit big three again if it happens, man. It's going to be really interesting when he's asked, like, hey, you had an opportunity to basically go anywhere you wanted to go. What was it about this? What was it? I mean, and I know he's going to say nice things about Spo as a great coach. He's going to say Pat Riley knows the culture and all that. He's going to make sure, but it's got to be about the guys you're playing with and playing the game, obviously, the way that he likes to play, which I'm guessing a lot of it's going to be defensively. He gets you got to play D. And, boy, you look at the makeup of this team that they have, starting with Bam, by the way. You got some guys that'll get after. Wiggins always been a good defender. Giannis and D. Mitchell, by the way. D. Mitchell, he's a pit bull out there, man. He gets after it. So you look at that. I'm guessing LeBron likes that, and he's probably thought about his role. I'm sure he's been told by everybody how they use him and the whole thing. But it is amazing. This team last year, the buzz to it had, let's be honest, nothing. The buzz was never lower than it was last year when they go, we're going to play with all the first-round picks that most of them traded away to Milwaukee. Those are going to be our guys. The growth, they're going to grow, and they're going to stay healthy, and we're going to be great. Well, first thing is Tyler Hero wasn't ready to go to start season, plays 33 games, and you're toast with that. But you look at playing with that group, and I got to tell you, man, we're gonna have to give, if it happens. Now, listen, it's already going to be better with Giannis. But if it happens where LeBron ends up coming the next couple of days, or whenever he makes his decision, and it's I'm going to be playing for the Miami Heat, we're going to have to step back, and we're going to have to give a little standing ovation to that front office for getting this done. With what they started with and being able to get this done, amazing. Really amazing. And I'll tell you another one that we shouldn't overlook. The trade with Golden State to get rid of Jimmy Butler, who quit on us and didn't want to be here, and honestly showed his true colors. We got two pretty nice pieces there with Mitchell and Wiggins. We did. Those are nice pieces for a guy we're just trying to get rid of because he didn't want to be here and he was trying to absolutely throw cancer around the friggin' hole.
We know.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
Jeez.
Want to make sure we got
Tell
Jimmy
us how you
Butler.
really feel.
And don't drink his coffee when he comes to town. I know you do. You'll be out there kissing his ass. You have your son that you always do that.
Are you gonna rip him too for liking Jimmy Butler?
Not ripping Leon.
Okay.
I mean, come on. Leon shows up, all the girls. We're upstairs, and my daughter goes, I'll take care of Leon.
They give out cards at Heat Camp, if you win or something or other. And he got a Jimmy Butler card the other day. He was all excited.
Tell him that Uncle Joe doesn't want to see it.
Well, I looked at the the coaches and I said, well, I didn't have the heart to tell him how it went down with Jimmy. He just thinks he got traded.
That's fine.
I got to tell him he quit, and
I'm not big on going home and telling little kids. My son was younger, and there was somebody I wasn't a big fan, and because he loves sports, and going, hey, Garen, guy's a bum. I hate him.
Yeah, but it's gotten really bad
Dad,
now.
when did you get like that, Dad? I don't remember that much.
He met Terry at Heat Camp.
What?
He's got a picture with him.
Terry Rozier?
Yeah.
Isn't he gone by now? Saying, I'm innocent.
Well, I didn't have the heart to tell him that, hey, by the way, he's on trial right now for point shaving, but
he just showed up at camp, or they invited him to come out?
No, it was when he was with the team.
Oh, I thought you meant.
No, not recently. No, not this week.
Like now.
No.
I was like, that's weird. Like,
no.
I'm suspended, but it sure is nice to be with you. And hey, kids, I don't know about the over-under, but I got to tell you, man, prop bets are the way to go. Find a guy like me.
I think he's got his hands full right now. He might not be able to make it.
Sorry.
But no, like he's got the picture and he puts it up, and it's like, I don't have the heart to tell him.
Yeah.
He's on trial for, pretty serious stuff.
Pretty serious stuff, man. Pretty serious stuff everywhere, but
What did
college.
he do,
but
Dad?
college sports, the only place it's not serious.
Yeah,
It's serious everywhere else.
True.
Anyway,
So we get a commissioner of college football.
I don't know
Who wants that job.
Oh, there'd be a lot of guys. There's a bunch of good ideas floating around out there. I don't have time to get into them.
By the way, every coach I spoke to apparently has the plan. Just the keys to fixing.
Oh, no. I
and
agree.
Some complain a whole hell of a lot more than the others.
Yeah,
man.
no. Well, look if you're a have-not and your school says we got a budget of $15 million or $18 million, you're going, really? I got no shot.
One of the interesting things that some of the coaches said to me, I told you this, was that they're like, we can't compete. Like we go after a different type of player because we want our kids to stay 4 years and we want kids that want to graduate.
Okay.
And those are obviously like,
so that sounds great. Okay.
The Dukes of the world.
No, but that sounds great. But what happens when the Dukes of the world have a really good player and he goes, no, I don't want to play here?
Well, that's a problem for them. Yes.
What now we're going to, but your Duke degree. And he's going, yeah, my degree, I'm going to get in money when I get out of here to go play for somebody that's paying big bucks. I mean, that's what happens to every school. It sounds great though. It sounds great.
Well, that's how they sell the kids, right? You're going to get a degree from Duke.
Duke's a good degree. UM's a good degree. There are some really good degrees out there.
When was the last time a basketball player got a degree from Duke?
Well, they're one and done.
Yeah. Do they give those degrees out after 2 years anymore?
So, hey,
what are those? The
we'd like to see you back in school in the off season. The guy goes, I would, but I'm really busy getting ready for a new contract. Anyway,
you don't think Cooper Flagg's going back for summer?
He goes
classes?
back to school a lot. He does go back there. He shows up when he had time off. He went back and was watching Duke basketball and stuff. I'm sure they're working him. You don't think the NIL family's going, hey, you made some money here.
Yeah.
Think you could give us $1 million to? I'm sure he gives back. That guy looks like he would give back some money to the school. Hey, Woody, we've got all this news. We've got so many things going on. Marlins, we got a problem here. Quickly getting back to 500 after getting 10 games over. Now 52-49 with their 7th straight loss. Can't close games when they do get good pitching. Can't hit certain nights. It's just been a bad combination. And on top of that, Max Meyer on the 15-day with a neck strain, and Otto Lopez, who's been one of the best stories in baseball, got a bad finger. So he's day-to-day, and hopefully he can come back. We've got a lot of other stuff going on, not only college football news with Greg Sankey, the SEC commissioner, but we got rookies. We got a lot of other stuff as well that we'll be talking to. Kyle Krabs, the host of Locked On Fins, and A to Z Sports NFL analyst, is going to join us coming up. We'll talk about this rookies. And the old thing, expectations, man. Dolphin expectations with I've never seen this before with this team and what we just went through over the last 12 months. I've never seen anything like it, or last 7 or 8 months. Anyway, we'll jump into a bunch of stuff with that. Woody's got his headlines, Hollywood's headlines coming up in just a moment. But first, I want to tell you about Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. It is hurricane season, man. So far, so good, but it's a long one, and you know how this thing works. You never know when it's coming, but there's one thing you can always do. Chev, the CEO of Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing, says you can protect your home with great products to take care of those windows, doors, and a roof. That's what we do at Loctite, ready to help you. Hey, their windows are Hurricane Category 5 rated. Loctite Impact provides 100% financing with 0 down, no interest, no payments for 1 year. You got an old leaky roof, replace your old roof now, you can pay later. And if that, you're going, now we're going to wait 1 more year on the roof. Okay, well, if you need some repairs, they can do that for you. You got a repair team that comes out, gives you great service there. Best part, Impact Windows as low as $6 per month per window installed. Don't wait for the next storm. Get a deal of a lifetime today. Get all that stuff done and protect your home with the best products all over South Florida. Loctite Impact is the name you need to know. Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach. So call them today, 954-500-LOCK. They got a great staff ready to answer all your questions, or you can go to LoctiteImpact.com and get more information. Loctite, ready to help you today.
If you leave
now, it's time for Hollywood's headlines. Without further ado, here's Hollywood.
All right, Woody, what do you have for us this morning?
All right, Joe. People are going to continue to profit off this World Cup here, and Topps is no different. We have a new card that is coming out here, part of the Topps Now deal. Have you seen this picture of Messi holding baby Yamal?
I have, yeah.
So they are going to be selling a Topps Now card of this. These run $11.99 per card.
Oh, how do we get one, Woody?
You just go to Topps website, Joe. And that is one among many right now that are for sale.
Yeah.
You also have a Justin Bieber card.
Okay.
For $11.99 and a Coldplay card for $11.99. Both,
no, thank you.
Both do have the chance of the one-of-one autograph. You do have the chance of the one-of-one Messi.
What was that song like?
card.
Did anybody check to see, like, Bieber, what are you playing? Like, it's everybody's fired up. It's a passionate crowd. It's a World Cup finals. And what was that song he played? That was like, I was at a funeral. What was that? Did you like it?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, my God, Woody.
I was watching it
all day. Did you hear that? That was
unfortunately did not have sound.
Of all the songs, like, looked like he and his wife were having problems while he was singing it. My God.
Yeah,
terrible.
It was really low key, but it was also, if you listen to the words, depressing. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, he's I thought you go to a World Cup, you get a little jacked up. I'm guessing he got the free ticket. Come on, man.
Shakira got the message, though. To get fired up.
Oh, you don't have to worry about her. She just moves that body. She is something. She's fantastic.
All right, moving right along.
All right,
here.
sorry, Woody.
Looks like we have our new 30 for 30 documentary here, Joe. Did you see this one?
No.
It is going to involve Shohei Ohtani and his translator. Apparently they got an interview with this guy. It's called The Betrayal of Shohei Ohtani. It will release on July 28th.
Is the other guy in jail?
Episodes.
Is he in jail right now, or did he just?
Yeah, he was sentenced to 57 months in prison in order to pay $18 million in restitution.
He can't pay that back.
Well, he's going to have to win a lot of bets.
Hey, Woody, I always love when somebody goes, "You've been awarded $20 million." The guy goes, "I don't have enough money to fill my tank right now. I'm going to lose my car next month. What are you talking about?"
Yeah. Shohei doesn't need the money, I guess, so it's not.
How does he, by the
story,
way,
but
shame on him. What was the amount? What did it finally get up to, like $16 million? Like, you didn't notice?
He was ordered to pay 18, so.
Okay. He didn't notice, like, I know I make a lot of money, but there's a lot of money missing.
Says he pleaded guilty to charges of bank fraud and filing a false tax return after he'd stolen about $17 million from Ohtani to cover gambling debt.
Oh, man. Good God.
He's not out of jail until December of 2029. Now, the trailer that they ran for this thing ends with them speaking to him on the phone and him agreeing to being recorded. So I guess they have some sort of phone interview with this guy.
Okay. I don't really care about it.
Really?
No. There's a lot of good.
Okay.
I got to see the quarterbacks. I haven't seen the quarterback show yet.
I haven't either.
No, they've been really good.
Yeah, Cam Ward's on this one.
Yeah.
I heard this one's pretty good. All right, Joe. This is a warning here for anyone traveling overseas. They said you need to check and triple check your bags here to make sure that you don't have anything that could get you in trouble. We've seen a lot of people get in trouble at airports recently, but a new rule in Thailand here, a new law, travelers caught bringing cannabis across the borders, violators can face up to 10 years in prison and a fine up to $500,000 of Thai money, which is 15 grand for us.
Yeah.
But, nevertheless, 10 years in prison.
Yeah.
Not ideal. So they said to make sure you double check and triple check your bags here. Make sure you're not carrying any of that stuff because other countries not crazy about
Pretty
it.
stupid, man, to try it.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty stupid.
We had, remember the basketball player got in a lot of trouble for that.
You know,
they do like a prisoner
it's
exchange.
amazing. You can go a lot of different places. If you really need to get high, you can go to these. These stores are everywhere now. You can get. It's legal in a lot of places.
So I hear.
So you don't need to. I don't like it personally. Not a fan.
All right.
That cheap stuff I had at Berkeley about killed my lungs. I got that $5 a bag, and
Yeah.
Oh my God.
$5, huh?
Oh, it's terrible.
Wow.
Terrible pot.
All right,
but
Joe.
I don't smoke. Obviously,
I thought that's where like the good stuff comes from, like the California.
It does, but I wasn't getting the good stuff.
No.
Whatever they were selling on Telegraph Avenue.
They didn't arrest people back then for it, did they?
Not at my school, Berkeley.
Yeah.
Guys are getting high going to class, and the police officer is standing there like, "Hey, Charlie, how you doing? Peace, brother. Hey, man." It's good.
All right.
Guys are now CEOs of all the companies.
Our final one here, Joe. This is a very strange story. Did you see the story of the Ford worker who was fired after being falsely accused of stealing a $1.95 cookie?
So he stole a cookie for $1.95 and he lost his job?
So they have like a cafeteria,
yeah,
I guess, at the Ford plant, wherever this guy works at the Ford Kentucky truck plant in Louisville. He fixes robots.
Okay.
He's worked there for 11 years or something. So he stole, allegedly, a 2-pack of Grandma's chocolate chip cookies. You ever seen those cookies in the plastic bags? They're terrible. Nobody would steal these things. Like, they're just so bad. I don't know why this guy would pay $1.95 for them.
What do you mean? Like, I don't remember the cookies being that bad.
They're really bad. They're vending machines.
I don't know. I've had whether they're soft or the most chocolate chip cookies really good.
These are, I don't know, Dan. You had one of these. I don't think they're very good. But anyway, that's not the point of the story.
You're a little soft when it comes to eating, though. You're a real picky little eater and stuff.
Thank you. So anyway, Ford decided that they would fire this guy because they thought he forgot to pay for it at the self-checkout. You know, they have like a self-checkout. You scan your own stuff.
Right.
I'm not a fan of self-checkout. I don't know if you've ever had to do this before, but it gets very frustrating. You got to bag your own crap. The stuff, the thing always, kind of wonky.
What are you looking at me? What's
Yeah,
the chance you think I can do that at the airport?
Is that where you saw one at the airport?
Yeah. I go, hey, that looks good. Oh, I got to do this self-checkout. I'm out of here.
Yeah. So anyway, the guy, was like forced to show that he paid for it. He had to send a notarized bank statement to Ford. Again, this is for $1.95.
Wow.
And Ford gave him the money that he missed in pay and reinstated him. And he was like, no, I'm not going back. And he is now lawyered up and is suing them. And I hope he wins $1 billion. I
don't think we have that going on at Chevy, so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Chevy's knows better than to serve Grandma's cookies. They got better cookies. Don't a lot of these places have free donuts and stuff? You ever see that? Like, you go to get your oil changed or whatever, and they have the donuts sitting there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. I know what you're talking about, and I was just thinking, you gotta get those donuts fast, though.
Why do you always have to do that?
I go there. Listen, hey man, I'm sitting here drinking Dunkin' Donut coffee right now. I drink, I'm a big fan every morning. Same guy, same lady, always. One of the two of them are always there. They have it ready. Bam, I'm through there. And they always said, would you like a donut? Mr. Rose, would you like a donut? And I go, when'd you make it? You got to ask them, when'd you make it?
Yeah, I know.
Got to remake those Dunkin' Donut on the hour.
The plane we took to Charlotte for ACC, it looked like a Dunkin' Donuts blimp. It was a JetBlue flight, but it just had a giant Dunkin' logo on it.
Yeah.
They serve Dunkin' coffee now. That's like their thing, along with, being late.
I got to tell you, Dunkin' Donut coffee, I know it sounds crazy. I've said this before. I'm not doing Dunkin' Donut coffee spot. It is, but I can't make it at home. It just doesn't taste. When I make it, I don't know if it's the cream or I don't know if they're serving a different bean or something they're serving. I don't know.
On the topic of donuts, we're walking through Charlotte, and there was a Krispy Kreme. It had the light on.
Krispy Kreme, you get them. They're fresh for like a month.
So you walk in to Krispy Kreme, and they hand you a donut right off the conveyor belt. And it just dissolves in your mouth. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That, by the way, you're right.
Scorching hot.
First of all, fresh donut, period. We bring them in. They don't last long around here. Even the girls jump in on the action if you bring in those donuts.
What does that mean?
Well, usually, I don't know if I should have one, but they see those donuts and All Day Dan Day seen it. They get after it pretty good.
Well, usually free food.
Yeah, we
starts
love
a
free
frenzy
food.
around here. Yeah,
Yeah, no, free food. Free food. Who doesn't like free food, man?
it's true.
Free
meal. Yeah.
No, listen, we all come from that same school, especially radio. That's the first thing you learn. If it's free, I'll take 3. No question.
Saying radio
about that.
people like to eat, huh?
Well,
More than
we're a
others.
little sleazy. Like we can take things if somebody goes, we got a shirt we want to give you, and the news, the print media go, no, we can't do that, and TV people go, no, I don't think I should take, and radio go, we'll take all of them, please. We'll take them. We don't have a problem with that. Kyle Krabs, host of Locked On Fins and A to Z Sports NFL analyst, going to join us coming up. And speaking of South Florida Chevy dealers, wow, what a truck. What a truck. Man, I want to talk to everybody out there. I don't care if you just love a truck. You do a little work around the house, but you like it for the family. That's all you've ever been driving is a truck. You got to check out your South Florida Chevy dealers and the truck family we have right now for you. Chevy Colorado, let's warm up with that one, whether it's a Colorado Custom to the ZR2. Boy, it's got everything you need right here in South Florida. But now I want to get into the big boys. I like to call them the Chevy Silverados, from the Custom Trail Boss to the Silverado EV with 10 models and 4 powerful engine choices. Silverado delivers an impressive balance of strength, dependability, and efficiency. Hey, let's get into it. The Chevy Silverado HD. You can choose from the powerful LTZ with a premium style and substance to match, or go to the big boy, the Chevy Silverado HD High Country. That's a big, bad truck, man. Hey, we got truck perfect for you, your family, and your lifestyle. Whether it's full-time working truck, family truck, little enjoyment on the weekend, Chevy's got a Florida truck for you. Visit your local South Florida Chevy dealers today. Together, man, let's drive.
Sports lives here.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Darrell Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little Solcito, and when we get a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Darrell Hyundai, starting with the Marlins, who dropped their 7th straight fall to the Astros 8-5. Game 2 of the 3-game series is tonight with the first pitch at 8:10 from Houston. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And of the Dolphins, who will have rookies report to training camp this morning. Veterans report on the 28th. The first open practice will be on August the 2nd. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. It is 85 degrees and a 5% chance of rain. The Joe Rose Show continues now. Yeah, Joe, it is time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale, one location, Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan, toyotaofhollywood.com.
I had this vision of all the rookies checking in over there at Hard Rock Stadium and shaking hands and talking to coaches, bringing their stuff, going through the physical, and wondering what is going to happen going forward. Am I going to make the team? You're always thinking about that. How do I match up with everybody else? Could I be a practice squad guy, if nothing else, which all obviously opens up a lot of other jobs as well. Kyle Krabs, host of Locked On Fins and A to Z Sports NFL analyst, joins us. Kyle, good morning. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing great. Back to school today, huh?
Yeah, back to school. But I got to tell you, man, I can never remember in all my years since getting drafted here, and I've been here since 1980, never remember a better opportunity in every scenario possible for a draft class and rookie free agents, 24, 25, the whole group there, of having a great opportunity to make the 53-man roster as this group has, considering what has happened to this team in the last 6 or 7 months.
Well, absolutely. It's wide open. You know, there's you look at a handful of positions and a handful of names that have either, you know, holdovers from the last regime that were high draft picks, and even those guys, you know, I think there's less guaranteed to them than the guys that got a big vote of confidence with a new contract. And I think Malik Willis, Aaron Brewer, Devon Achane, like those big contracts, yeah, those guys are kind of the keystones of what you're building with. But everything else is, you know, the guys in this draft class, probably they're going to want to see him play because they pick them with their vision for what they want this to look like. And that's going to provide them with a lot of opportunity, but nothing's guaranteed. You know, these guys probably have some edges if they were brought in by this staff as compared to holdovers for a lot of those spots. But it's going to be an exciting stretch for figuring out what this is going to look like because there's so many spots, Joe, that you could look and say, hey, there's 2, 3, 4 guys that I can see playing.
Yeah, I agree. In some cases, we got guys with zero experience playing against guys with zero experience. I mean, like, oh, you played a little bit on special teams. I haven't played it all. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy one. So I want to get into this one last time with you, and I swear I'm done. And there's going to be articles, and again, our guys got to do articles and fill out till, you know, we get into camp, and then there'll be a lot of great stories on different positions and competitions and everything else. In my opinion, this team got to try to win. That 2019 thing should never, ever happen again. Going back to what happened and what we won, went 5-4 in the last 9 games that year, and with the whole thing with Brian Flores, and you know everybody was mad we didn't either. We should have sucked, and we started 0-7. We're on our way to getting the first. I hate that. I don't like it. It didn't work then, and in my opinion, it didn't work because you don't get the right guys anyway. You try to win, you develop, and you play your best players, right? You want to learn guys to compete and try to win every game. Are you on that, or are you already thinking about a quarterback or wide receiver for next year?
No, I'm not thinking about any of that because you look at the prize from that year's draft class. Joe Burrow, Bengals have missed the playoffs the last 3 seasons. So as good as Joe Burrow is, if you don't build the whole thing right, regardless,
it
doesn't matter. So I think that's the biggest thing. And how many times we got to look up and down the hierarchy of the best quarterbacks in the NFL and how many of them were drafted first overall versus a team that made the playoffs in Kansas City that trades up. Buffalo, gets Josh Allen at 7th overall. Lamar Jackson goes at 32 overall. There's all these examples where if you're just focused on building a very strong, fundamentally sound core of your football operation, a lot of these problems are going to take care of themselves. And that's what I'm worried about. And you can find good players every single year. You can find good quarterbacks that aren't the first quarterback taken because so much of that is about the fit with the player and the system and the talent around him as much as it is, hey, is this guy physically gifted enough and how well does he read coverages when he comes into the league? Because with the right guy, with the right coaches around him, that stuff can grow and develop. And we just unfortunately haven't seen that take place in South Florida in a while. So that's, I think, where a lot of the eagerness is that, hey, we got to get the first pick because it's can't miss. Well, not necessarily.
I agree. I'm with you. Hey, the other part of this, I got asked this yesterday. John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley, your general manager and head coach, you got to give them some time on this. I mean, I think we've done a good job trying to educate everybody on what has happened here and this disaster that we're trying to clean up right now. Those guys are going to need some time on this, right? We can't, after year one, we got to get rid of this guy. I know he couldn't coach. I knew he could. They're going to need some time. And by the way, when you haven't been in the playoffs in 26 years, it's hard to ask a fan base to be patient.
Yeah, you cannot ask Jeff Hafley and John Eric Sullivan to pay for the sins of Cam Cameron and Nick Saban and Tony Sperano and Adam Gase and who am I forgetting there?
I don't know. You're on a roll there, man. You're covering 26 years. Man, that was good. You covered
Jeff
26
Ireland,
years. Yeah.
Dennis Hickey, Mike Tannenbaum, like the list goes on. Right?
Oh,
you got to just, this has to be square one with these guys. And I think everybody has an understanding 60% of your salary cap allotment is the players no longer on the team. You're trying to compete and build this thing up, but you are exceptionally limited to a degree in which we've almost never seen in the NFL before. So it's a very unique set of circumstances.
Yeah. I've never seen anything like this with this team.
It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you, Malik Willis, somebody had an article, and you see all these articles. He's a one and done here, and he won't work out, and we'll get a new guy next year and all this stuff. What does Malik Willis need to do, considering what he has around him? He has potentially a good offensive line if everything goes right. I think it could be improved, especially with a first-round pick in there. But for you, Malik Willis, does he have enough to show that he can be the quarterback of the future?
I certainly think you can evaluate a player in a vacuum. It's just harder if you have all of the questions around the cast that maybe we do with the passing game. But somebody's going to step up and catch a football and have chemistry with him, right? And
yes, I agree with
Greg
that.
Dulcich or Malik Washington or one of the rookies or Jalen Tolbert, whoever it is, there's going to be a guy that probably puts up 750 receiving yards that's never put that kind of number up before. There's probably going to be somebody else that's putting up 650 yards that never put that kind of number up before. The volume is probably going to get you to respectable numbers for some guys, and that's a whole other separate conversation about, well, did he do that because of the situation or because of his talent level? For Malik, control what you can control, make good decisions with the football, protect yourself when you run, but we want you to use your legs and let that be a weapon and part of your game. Stay healthy all season and let the natural physical ability that he has show. And if he's able to protect the football, not make unforced errors, orchestrate the offense, stay healthy, I think that's all you can ask of him. And based on how they've talked about him, I think that would be considered really strong progress in trying to build around him. But again, if they end up with a very high draft pick and all of those things happen and they fall in love with a quarterback, I wouldn't blame them if they did draft a quarterback because Malik is on a 3-year deal with 2 years of guaranteed salary. So you give that goes back to that whole talking point about competition in the quarterback room and wow, they didn't do it this year because they didn't draft anybody. Like, I think that's probably a multi-year process to get to that point. So I would say anything and everything is on the table. But the best you can ask for Malik Willis is you don't put the ball in harm's way. You are clean with your operation of the offense. You're a good leader, and the dual threat and physical ability that you have shows up every single week.
Yeah.
If those things happen, that's what I'm hoping for Malik Willis.
Everybody's been talking about Dolphins don't have a 1 or a 2, a number 1 receiver or a number 2 receiver. If that's the case, how difficult is it going to be? Because, listen, we kind of know what 1s and 2s look like. We just had it for a little while. What a top-notch number 1 looks like and a top-notch number 2 in Waddle.
Yeah, I think what that looks like is more pure progression-based passing. There's that, and that's part of the evaluation for Malik Willis. If you don't have a number 1 that you're going to automatically set as your number 1 primary and the first read in all of your progressions, you take your snap and you diagnose the shift in the shell of the defense, and you say, okay, I think they're playing this coverage based on this movement. Is the primary, in theory, going to be there? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, you throw the ball. If the answer is no, you work, and eventually you'll find space, whether that's a whole bunch of checkdowns to stay on schedule, which might be a boring way to play football. But you can only cover so much grass on defense if you're playing zone coverage. So that's where, and I don't think you're going to get a lot of man. You might get it some weeks depending on what the team has from a pass rush perspective, but you don't want to play a lot of man coverage against Malik Willis and have all these guys in the back 7 turning their back to the quarterback.
I agree.
So I think you'll see pure progression based, and I think it'll be very even as far as the distribution of the football if you don't have a guy. And I don't think having a guy that has to get 170 targets every single year is the worst thing in the world, as long as you are able to operate the progressions as the offense as the quarterback.
Are you worried about I'm bouncing on you here early because we've still got a week before the veterans get to camp here. Are you worried about pass rush overall and those numbers looking as far as sacks and hits on the quarterback and pressures not being there? Or can they get creative enough to cover up for it if they don't have pure talent at those positions, especially on the outside?
I think there's a few spots that are going to be really important to determining that because we do want to be, we've heard Jeff Hafley talk about how we do want to be multiple with our fronts. We want to present a bunch of different things, force quarterbacks to process after the snap. I think you have to have somebody that blurs the lines between whether you are in a 3-4 or a 4-3 under, from a structure standpoint, as far as who we blocking, who's actually coming, who are the threats. That's where I think Jeff Hafley's scheme ability is going to have to show up a little bit for Miami, because I don't necessarily look at this group. Now, if you tell me we're in 3rd and 12 and we got speedy, twitchy guys like Chop Robinson and Josh Uche on the edge, I think that's a great that's the best situation for those guys based off what they've shown as NFL players. And I think the defensive tackles will be a year better because 3 of the 4 top guys are all second-year players this year. So if you can get into those really advantageous situations, I think they're physically capable of being very disruptive. But as far as your 1st and 10 stuff, your 3rd and 6 when you got to be kept a little bit more modest, that's where I think some of that weight I think is going to have to shift to Jeff Hafley this season.
Yeah, it's this whole thing is going to be fun to watch, and as I said, it just looks so open at so many different positions. Jacob Rodriguez and Dotson. Dotson, by the way, is kind of the guy we talk so much about. Jordan Brooks, we don't talk. I thought Dotson was really good. I know he missed a little bit of time, not much, but a little bit, missed a game or two. But boy, together those guys had a ton of tackles. And Dotson's a vocal one. He's the one that screams out what's going on, and he gets after it. They drafted the best guy, Jacob Rodriguez, a really good player. How do they how we get playing time for everybody to keep everybody happy back there?
I don't know that you do. I think that's one of the challenges with the depth chart, where you look at all these positions and you're like, we have unproven players for depth. We don't know what the ceiling is of the starters. You look at the linebackers, that room's looking really nice right now. And I don't envy trying to sort out between Jacob Rodriguez, who you just know they want to get on the field, and what Tyrel Dotson was last year. But I think those 2 guys probably are going to be competing for playing time throughout camp. And it's a matter of how quickly Jacob Rodriguez picks up some of the vocal stuff, or alternatively, do they find somebody else to wear the green dot, whether that's Jordan Brooks?
Yeah.
Is that one of the safeties where they put it a little bit further back? Like, if that happens, I think that even more opens the door for Jacob to seize playing time early. And that goes back to the first thing we talked about, guys that were brought in from this regime. I mean, Tyrell Dotson, I think, is a sufficient level starting linebacker in the NFL. If you took all the linebackers across the league and put them in a bucket, if you told me he was a starter, I'd be like, okay, he's got things that he can work with, and he's got strengths that we can use to help us be a better defense.
Dulcet.
But this group brought him in. This group brought in Jacob Rodriguez. So I think if all things were equal, they would want to see Jacob play because he's not in a contract year and a veteran. He's a rookie on a rookie contract.
I'll leave you with this one. Just from what you've seen, every time I'm out there, he caught a zillion footballs. Greg Dulcich. And when a quarterback, by the way, likes to throw to you, they throw to you. No matter what goes on, they're going to be looking as you get in 11 on 11 and 7 on 7 because they trust you. I think Greg Dulcich is going to have a big, I'm not saying 1,000 yards, but I can see him 70-plus catches. How about you?
I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think he's got a great chance to be the leading receiver on the team this year. Every time I see Malik on social and he's posting the clips, or his quarterback coach, his private quarterbacks coach, Sean McAvoy, is posting clips on social media of their workout sessions. You know who's always there? Greg Dulcich. Like they're getting a lot of reps.
Yeah.
So they had chemistry in the spring. They've been continuing to work together in the summer. Greg was, I think, excellent in the back half of the season last year with what the offense was. I think he's my leader in the clubhouse for who ends up being the leading receiver on this football team.
That's a good way to leave it. That's a good teaser for the week. Next time we talk, we'll be talking about the veterans. Kyle, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Joe. I'll see you next week. I'm coming down on Tuesday.
Oh, great. We got to go back out. What's the restaurant we eat at for breakfast? Love that place. I've been there without you, man. What was the name of that place again?
Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel. Damn, I can never remember the name. Damn, I love that place.
It's that country boy breakfast for like $12.
Oh, my God.
More food than you can eat.
So good, man. All right. That's a good way to end it. Now I'm hungry, too. Thank you, Kyle.
Sorry.
Kyle Krabs, host of Locked On Fins and A to Z Sports NFL analyst. I can never remember the friggin' name Cracker Barrel, man. And I was living at it, man, when my daughter was going to up in Gainesville. Summer is here, and sometimes your problems don't go away. I got to tell you, man, Dr. Barry and his team at Recovery Unplugged, they have your back. I just want to say this to guys going out there through depression, through anxiety. You're off the road a little bit. Things happen, man. Divorce happens. I know. Things happen. Bad things happen. And lose your jobs, that happens. And your mental health sometimes needs a little help. You need a little help. You can't get back on the road. Your friends can sometimes help you. Sometimes you can get through it yourself. Sometimes you need some help. And I got to tell you, their mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale is a private, comfortable space to heal with music-based care that hits the right note every time. They accept most major insurance plans. Call 954-737-4508 or visit recoveryunplug.com. Spend a few hours out there, man. Great people that know what they're doing for you to get back to where you were before, get you back on the road this summer. Heal out loud.
The
thank you so much for coming on with us this morning. Kyle Krabs, Locked On Fins and A to Z Sports NFL analyst. Getting set. Yeah, man, one thing that will be fun to watch, expectations will not be high overall as a team, is the individual players. Our first-round picks going to look like first-round picks. Who in the middle or lower part of the draft is going to have a breakout and play really well? What do we get out of the 8 draft picks from last year? Because, man, one good thing about last year, what wasn't the 7 wins was not the good. The good was every one of those draft picks played a lot of football, including Quinn Ewers got 3 starts. After Tua got benched, he played a lot. Everybody got to play a lot. And I just think that experience of year one when you're not sure and you're kind of running around and now you come back, you got some confidence, you played in the league and you got some snaps and the experience. And usually there's a big jump from year 1 to year 2. And boy, we hope that's the case, especially for Jonas Avayanaya at right guard. Hopefully that left guard to right guard is good for him. Hey, we say good morning to everybody. Got a lot of stuff going on here as we're waiting for LeBron James and to see what is going to happen. Go ahead. What do you want to say it again? Let me hear you say tomorrow. You think's today. Go ahead.
I think it's today, actually. But.
Okay. He can wait for you to go out of town and grab you, man. That's what he's.
I hope I bring luck by.
Yeah.
You usually are the one that brings. People have been asking all morning if you could take tomorrow off.
I would, but
yeah. Every time you leave, something. We got Giannis while you were gone.
I went
and Kachuk.
I know exactly where I was in Hawaii for one. I went to. I was in Bahamas for one. Because TV tracked me down to still do my thoughts on it, like anybody cared. But yeah, so. Yeah, all these great things happen when I'm gone. Maybe I should. I'll tell you what, man. They pull this off. I can't say it enough. They pull this off and get LeBron James after getting Giannis. And just look at how you felt this time last year after everything was done and you looked at that roster and you said, wow, the Heat just sold us on running it back with all these first-round picks, some record amount of first-round picks that they actually had on the roster. And now you look at potentially, if this works, now they got Giannis. They're able, and now we got LeBron James looking and going, they got Giannis, they got Bam. Well, it's pretty good so far. Wiggins, I like playing with Wiggins. Everybody likes that little fireball Mitchell. Davion Mitchell gets after it. Got some nice pieces coming off the bench that you can play with and have been nice little pieces as well. And boy, I'll tell you what, this thing could be fun to watch. And if they get LeBron, all of a sudden, you don't talk about top 4 positions. If you get Bam, Giannis, LeBron, Wiggins, and D. Mitchell, and Portis, and all the rest of these guys that they have, all of a sudden, you're not just talking about, we can get one of those top 4 or 5 spots, get out of the play-in situation. Now you're looking at with the guys you have. And by the way, I don't think they're done. I think they get LeBron. I think Klay Thompson happens. Hell, DeMar DeRozan may want to come here.
You're being a pig right now, but I
am being a pig. I am being a pig, but I believe that if Giannis gets LeBron to come, and by the way, then you just have to step back. If it happens, I got to give it. And by the way, I'm going to need a little apology for everybody who said the 80-year-old man was too old and couldn't get things done anymore.
He gets standing ovation regardless.
No, but some
Giannis
people were turning on him last year that he can't get it done. It used to be a
last
slam
few
dunk.
years, yeah.
He hadn't been. Where's the Shaq? Where's the Alonzo? Come on, he got.
Well, it felt like every year they were missing on someone.
Yeah. Well, now they packaged all those guys together, all those young first-round picks. Who knows? I don't know what the upside of some of those guys going to be. I don't know. Tyler Hero doesn't have to DM people anymore. He's getting a fresh start. Won't have to worry about bad-mouthing anybody. He can be the man now in Milwaukee. And we'll go from there and see. But it'd be some of Pat Riley going to take all the heat, so he's got to get some of the credit. But as the lead guy, and I know he's got a great staff with him. Andy's been with him forever, and Andy is really friggin' good. Hey, I think, it's Mickey's baby, and things didn't turn around till Mickey took this thing over. But Nick, his son, is also a stud. He has been, I believe the story goes, I'm not interested in cruise ships. I'm interested in basketball. Hey, slow down. Let me be the other son. I can do both. But he loves his basketball, going back to Duke and what he learned and coming here, and he's been through it all. And it's a good group. It's a good group. I know I'm leaving some names out. There's a good group, though, core. But I always think, man, Pat being at the top, you got to be accountable with him here because he's still got some old school in him, wants things done. And I got to tell you, man, I think sometimes Riles would take little jabs at Spo about things and making, hey, you got to make this work with your center and, and this guy and that. I think Spo just respects the hell out of Pat Riley, who believed in him and made him the head coach. And he's become one of the best head coaches in basketball. That helps, too, while we're putting this thing together. So, yeah, man. Did it work? I don't know if LeBron just heard any of that stuff, but, man, it'd be great. It would be fantastic if it happens. And, by the way, this hockey, I'll tell you what, man, this whatever happens in football, and the Canes, hell, the Canes could win it all. When, Kirk Herbstreit, I heard him say it the other day, they're going to should have an unbelievable season. And they got Notre Dame. They got to go to Clemson and all that stuff. But that should be great. But you look at this hockey team and this basketball team, and hopefully they play every other night. I hope they don't have a lot of nights where it's the same night they're playing. So you can really enjoy both these products in Broward and Dade County. My God, it would be fantastic. All right, we got to go to break. But you know what? I'm so glad I was talking about the Panthers and the Heat because Baptist Health South Florida Sports Medicine Program takes care of both of them. Yeah, people ask me where the pros go, and I go the Heat, the Panthers, Inter Miami, the Miami Dolphins, FIU, FAU, a lot of our sporting events, a lot of high school, college, and professional athletes from all over this country that play sports come here because they put together, if you're going to be a top sports medicine program, you better have damn good specialists for every part of the body, and they have put together an all-star team of doctors, team doctors, and great facilities, and bam, that's how you get foot and ankle, hand specialist, back specialist, hip and knee replacement, Achilles, with the facilities they have, like Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables, Hard Rock Stadium next to the training facility, or 595 in Pine Island in Plantation. The next time you get injured, the reason I'm talking about this, you can see those same doctors that work on million-dollar athletes every day. Visit baptisthealth.net/ortho.
WQAM broadcast.
radio, and TuneIn apps.
This report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach, where the fun never stops and the parking is free. The Casino at Dania Beach has it all. Enjoy new exciting promotions, the hottest slots, great shows, multiple dining options, live poker, and simulcast. Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the Casino at Dania Beach.
You surprised, Woody, by the Ryan Clark laid off by ESPN? That one surprised me.
Yeah,
I saw it actually.
I was. By the way, the way that it happened,
well, I guess
it leaked in the middle of the show.
So yeah, I had to
it was
tell
on
him.
the air.
Waited for a go to an ESPN break and say, "Hey, Ryan, we're not going to need you anymore."
So what's the plan at ESPN? They're just going to get rid of everyone and just give all the money to McAfee.
I don't know.
And they put him on from 6A to 6P, and just,
they're expecting a lot of cuts. He does a lot, man. Well, you're not going to get rid of the guy. The guy's super popular.
No, I'd say get rid of him.
The college football shows, if that's his side gig, he's really made that show. I got to be honest with you. I thought at first it was a little too much, and everybody was taking a back seat because he's got a huge person. Because I see what he's done. First of all, not only is he good and he has fun, he does crazy things. He throws in another $100,000 to schools, and if you make this one, take another shot. And I know you've been studying and all this stuff. He's got Nick Saban. Nick Saban's got a really likable side. Like I went home one day and I went, I really like Nick Saban on this show. I didn't like him here as a head coach. I really like Nick Saban. I like Nick Saban. And he thinks I don't like it. I like Nick Saban. I'm not, there's nothing, I'm over the Dave Hyde. Are you going to be the next coach? I'm done.
I just find it something
Taking a
very
while.
phony about these guys that treated the media like crap their entire careers, and then, they become the media. Like, something about that is just a little
I know
off,
that
but-
does. I had to pause for a second. You're right about that. You're right.
Like, these guys treated the media like they were,
There's some guys, there's
not
some
as good as
guys,
them and all that stuff.
there's some guys that have done it that weren't very nice. Weren't very nice to the media guys. And yet you go, yeah, weren't very nice. You're a jackass. The whole time people are trying to cover you and blew everybody off. And now look at that. You took the job.
Wasn't Belichick doing some of that stuff for a little while there? I mean, nobody talked down to the media like that guy did.
Well, he was going on with the same guy we're talking. But hey, man, getting him on, that's a good get. I wanted to see just how bad that personality was when he came on.
Did he do anything at the ACC media kickoff? I didn't even hear from him.
You were up there.
I didn't hear from him. He certainly didn't make his way around Radio Row.
I heard him say his team's night and day better.
Oh, sure.
And he better be saying that because North Carolina's paying him a lot of money. I'm guessing there's no shortage of money for what they want to do there.
Yeah. You think Michael Lombardi picked some good players?
I think Michael Lombardi knows what good players look like. And in fairness, I just don't think they can get them.
Well, I think it's a combination of they can't get them, and I also think it's a combination of he's picking college players and not pro players.
Let me tell you, I think there's one big thing, and I'm just working on our guy down here, Mario Cristobal, who is top 3 or 4 in the country. But off season, getting out and recruiting, he's a pit bull. He's a pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing it forever. He's still a pit bull.
Yeah, Belichick's on vacation.
He's not doing that.
No.
He's chasing that little 24, little 25-year-old doing the mermaid thing at the beach, and he's like, no, unless she wants to go on a recruiting trip. He's not going to work like Mario.
I
you can
told
say
you
whatever
this
you
from the
want about
beginning.
Mario, but you cannot talk to Mario like, hey, what do you think Mario's doing? And of course, I have somebody in my family who works with him, and
So he's not laying out on the beach.
no, Mario's like, his wife hasn't seen him. He hasn't been home.
I told you this with Belichick from the beginning. I don't see 17, 18-year-old kids lining up to play for him. I don't think any of them care. Number one, I don't think any of them know what he did. Like, this is a while ago, man.
I think he's got
That
a problem
stuff
with
is
that.
gone.
I will tell you, though, there are parents going to want their kids to play for Bill Belichick. I'm not saying a lot, but there's a certain kind of kid.
Maybe, but it obviously hasn't materialized yet.
I got to tell you, if he showed up at my dad's house, my dad would say, that's the guy.
Yeah,
my
but your
dad
dad's
was
old school.
Yeah, but you don't think there's still some old school parents out there? I want my
I mean,
do your job. He walks in, they go, Coach, Coach, can you say, do your job?
I think there are a lot of
want my
college
kid to hear
coaches
that.
that have much better track records of putting guys in the NFL.
Of course. Hey, you know what? Everybody complaining about all this money and all these things. And I think Greg Sankey's a little worried about the money. All of a sudden, the Texas schools, Miami, always Oregon, and you're seeing some Big Ten schools throwing out some big money. Michigan, Ohio State, they're throwing out big money. They all have their big money schools. I think Greg Sankey's a little worried about his SEC and some of those guys going, we can't do that. We can't throw out that kind of money. Well, if you can't throw out that money, you can't just throw out the new SEC card and go, we're the SEC, come play for us. Because these kids realize I can go somewhere else, make more money, play a tough schedule, play you in the playoffs, win, and they're looking for more. So, hey, one thing about Nick Saban, I think he got out at the right time. I really do. I think Nick Saban got out at the right time with all these changes. Nick didn't want to put up with this. Does Nick Saban? You think Nick Saban wants to go, hey, Coach, I'd like to stay, but we got to tear up my contract. I just was fifth in my position in pay. I need to get paid that way. But you haven't done, Coach, I got a lot of places I can go. You don't want to deal with that. You want to deal with that. Don't blame him. Why? And by the way, he got a nice job now.
Mm-hmm.
That little he's having a blast on that ESPN show in the morning.
Sure seems like
College Game Day. Fantastic. Anyway, we do have.
They are, by the way, we talk about these broadcasts. They are throwing money at analysts on games. That money's getting stupid.
I've always said this.
I know you don't care who does it.
I don't believe you have to pay all these guys that kind of money because I'm watching no matter what. Because no matter who they get, they're going to be good.
You don't think Brady adds to the broadcast?
Not $275 million.
Let's assume it's not your money, which it's not.
So I do like.
So I don't know why you care about the money, but
well, because we know what they make now. Because now all of a sudden we got guys make more money. Romo's making more money as an announcer he ever made as a quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
These are probably bad investments for these networks. Yes, people are going to watch the games regardless.
And if you paid them $8 or $10 million a year, you think they're not going to take those jobs?
I have
if
no
they're
idea.
making $500, $600, $700 a game, they're not going to do it.
I mean, I know a guy like Greg Olson is as good as there is.
Greg Olson's really good. He's not making the big bucks yet.
Brady money, I'm sure.
No.
But I still think these guys add for the broadcast.
Well, if you got a great name, if you got a big name, big Hall of Fame name, you see who they're going. They're talking about Travis Kelce. I wonder if they can afford to get Travis Kelce now. Travis Kelce, as soon as he's done, is going to be one of the biggest names to become a color analyst on, and he'll go probably the number one team for somebody or number two team for sure. Ain't going to be a cheap number two team. The old wife's going, you ain't working for that. Hell, I can do a half a concert. I can sing 4 songs. You can make that.
Someone said Brady sucks. Olsen is better.
I thought
Bruce is better.
No, Olsen's really good.
Olsen is good.
Greg Olsen is really good.
The problem is Tom Brady just has a perspective that you can't get from anyone
I agree.
else.
I think Tom Brady's really good, and I know a lot of people down here don't think
Some
he
people
is.
don't like his personality, and that's just how he is.
Hey, I think
he's
Tom
not
Brady got a lot better in year 2 because he worked like he does on everything. He worked to get better.
Yeah, but he just adds. I mean, it's like having Jordan on the broadcast. You know, you're having the greatest of all time to do it.
Yes. So you know what everybody gets mad. So it was funny last year when people were ripping Tom Brady. So they're going, hey, he's in a bad game. A guy go, hey, you need a big comeback. Tom, you've been in some of these. So the guy sets him up, and so Tom starts. It sounds like he's bragging, but he's answering the question. He goes, well, yeah, Atlanta, we're 2.5 quarters, we're toast, and he starts telling what the feeling was and what he did, and people going, he's sitting there bragging. Guy set him up, man. I mean, you can't.
He hasn't earned the right to brag.
Yeah, no, he is.
Come on.
Tom Brady's got 2 wins. That's why even this stuff, I don't get the Logan Paul thing. Tom Brady he can do whatever he wants.
You don't want to see him wrestle?
No. But listen, Tom Brady
flying off the top rope.
Tom Brady comes back and beats Atlanta and destroys that organization for how many years now? And then look what he did. He leaves and he goes, all right, Bill, you don't want me around? Watch this. goes to Tampa Bay and wins a Super Bowl. Doesn't win playoff games, wins the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you say whatever you want. You can break it down, whatever. But a lot of people ain't giving Belichick as much credit as they used to when he went and won in Tampa Bay. You agree with that?
I think Belichick's legacy has been tarnished badly.
Because of the 24-year-old? She's 25.
No, I think that's weird, but I don't think it has anything to do with it. I think it's a culmination of a lot of stuff. I think the way he handled his exit, and he's going to back and forth with the owner. They didn't fire me. I quit.
By the way, I would just say one thing. It's not always Bill. You got to tell your young girlfriend to shut up. And when she puts something on, it's taking a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her to go change. When did Bill lose his basketballs all of a sudden? Bill's always been a strong personality guy, and ripping Wes Welker and Gronk and those guys talking about, man, he intimidated the hell out of you every day and all that. Then he gets this new girlfriend, and he's like, just take what you want. You want. What happened? He fell in love. That's powerful love. Or Putango Bango.
Mm.
Could be the power of the Putango Bango. Could be there, too. That's very strong stuff. All right. On that note.
By the way, no one has tarnished their legacy like that guy. He's going to be done at North Carolina after this year, I would assume.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. You went there.
Yeah, he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
He should be in the Hall of
Fame. With a little asterisk next to his name. Cheating scandals. But
come on.
Nobody cheated like that guy, man. Guy was the OG.
Hey, come on. Oh, man.
How many gates was that guy a part of? Everything was gate. Remember Deflategate? How stupid was that?
I don't know, but they owned
such a long.
I don't know, but they
owned
owned us for 20 years. And I know
yes,
we used to beat Brady down here was kind of the joke. We had the best record against Brady in the division because for some reason he didn't play. And then he'd leave and he'd go beat everybody else. So it didn't matter. But I don't know how we got here. I'd much rather talk about Aaron Rodgers.
That's a beautiful story.
We're in the other room. I'm walking down to get another Dunkin' Donut coffee. And as I'm walking down there, Dina B at 99.9 goes, hey, did you notice Aaron Rodgers was taking pictures with the family? Where's the wife? Dina B, our Kiss Country girl. She wanted to know, where's the wife? I'm guessing mom, because he's got the picture with mom's going, hey, honey, now we're back together. We really like to get to know your wife a little bit.
Maybe she couldn't make the trip. This was about him. It's about him getting the relationship back on track. Now they'll meet her eventually, right?
Mom, he couldn't make it to Oroville, California. It's just too far. Too far. That's the weirdest thing. Nobody can hide their wife this long. Billionaires can't hide their wives. Everybody. Guys can't even date on the side and they get caught. And somehow, this guy.
There's got to be an investigative reporter out there that can look into this.
Look at poor Vrabel. He couldn't even go to freaking desert.
Poor Vrabel. There's got to be a marriage certificate or license or whatever. Don't you have to file that stuff with the court? Can we look at his tax returns? There's got to be something that shows.
I don't care that much, but he's just.
Yeah, you do. You want to know. I really would like to know.
He did go to the same school, but I got to tell you.
If he made it up.
You know what I like? But he's just a different dude. He is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he realizes he's just different. And he's different. That's a different dude, man. That's a different cat. And I think he's a real sensitive dude about some things for a guy that's done.
Well, he lets it drag on. He does the LeBron thing, right? Where he lets it just drag on and, I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Why'd you do that to LeBron?
I know. He goes, I'll let you know when I'm ready. But then my favorite thing that he does is when he goes on the McAfee show and cries about, the media follows him.
It's weak.
And I hate the attention.
Totally weak.
And meanwhile, you're going on ESPN's most watched show to do interviews.
I agree.
Getting paid for it.
Yeah, he was.
And you're complaining about you want to be left alone.
Yeah. He also told us, now I'm going to keep him to this one. When I'm done, the media will never see me again. And I go, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see if you don't get the itch to come back and sit in one of those chairs in a suit.
He's going to go away quietly. Remember he was going to run. What was he going to run for? Vice president or something?
Oh, yeah. You're right. He was.
Was it VP? Is that what he's going to run
He's
for,
going,
I think,
he's going
right?
VP with Kennedy. All right. Hey, listen, we got to go to break here. Let's get away from that and go to Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, man. Need cash to pay off taxes, liens, judgments, IRS, high interest rates, second mortgages, credit card debt. Call Michael Kotze or text him at Choice Mortgage, 561-441-2730. I can just tell you this real quickly. This thing's about great service. That's why you should go to him. If you own a commercial or residential property with equity, call Michael right now or text him. Again, he can help you. Been helping Floridians for more than 30 years. If you're looking to buy a home today, he'll get you pre-approved with little money down. Now is the time to lock in before interest rates go even higher. Call his cell phone and find out what he can do for you. The man is always working. He does. When I said great service, it's 7 days a week. 561-441-2730. It's 561-441-2730. Nobody does it better than Mr. Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage. MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change. Days without notice. He's an equal housing lender.
If it's going down, you know.
Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This update is brought to you by Darrell Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito, and when we want a low price, you save the Pricito. Save now the Pricito at Darrell Hyundai, starting with the Marlins, who dropped their 7th straight, falling to the Astros 8-5. Game 2 of the 3-game series is tonight with the first pitch at 8:10 from Houston. You can catch the game right here on WQAM. And of the Dolphins, who will have rookies report to training camp this morning. Veterans report on the 28th. The first open practice will be on August the 2nd. Time for weather, brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. And yes, Joe, it is tennis weather out there today. We are in the high 80s at the moment, and no rain scheduled.
There's something around noon I've noticed, though, playing tennis noon, the courts are empty. There must be just
gets a little hot, huh?
Yeah, a little hot out on that clay, no question.
Yep.
Well, we got some interesting ones as camp starts to get ready to open up, and we've got names of coaches and players. They're playing a lot of different places that we'll be watching. They're going to be tied to us, whether they should or not. Mike McDaniel's going to be the offensive coordinator for the Chargers. Tua is probably going to be the starting quarterback for the Falcons. Bradley Chubb is up in Buffalo. I think not going to be surprised to see him get 10, 11 sacks this year. And our number one receiver I was hoping we could keep is in Denver, and they got a good team. So, yeah, there's a lot of stories of players that everybody will be watching and match up draft picks and money and everything else. I think Mike McDaniel's going to be a really good offense coordinator. That's not my issue with Mike. Mike's creativity and some of the things he does to get guys. He does things and I go, wow, just with some motion that he does and all that stuff, starting one way, and he was good. I'm just not a fan of that guy running the team. I know I'm old school, but I don't think I've seen how you treat substitute teachers when they come in, and you had a kind of a tough teacher, and teacher has to take off for a month. Something came up in her life, and she takes off, and all of a sudden that substitute comes in, is reading the newspaper every day, and you just nothing terrible. Run all over the substitute teacher. And I just think that happened, and Mike made a big issue of it. Like, yeah, I'm so glad those guys said they were all being late and it's not acceptable. Like, Mike, that's a bad look on you. I think that was a terrible decision that he wanted his players to get the word out to everybody that, like, the players were all going to get mad at the other players and say, start being on time. That's got to come from the top, not from the other players. I just think they ran all over him. He may disagree. He may think that way, and I get he wanted his guys to stay, his coaches to stay positive on everything. Some of them didn't do a good job of it, and they lost their jobs, including 2 former Miami Dolphin coaches, Miami Dolphin players. So, but I think he'll be a good offensive coordinator. Should be. Anyway, we've got all kinds of stuff here, man. All kinds of good stuff going on right now. We got the LeBron James. We're still in it, man. We're still in it, and I just love this, and I know it means absolutely nothing, but to listen to everybody now saying, and Vegas, we're the favorites to get LeBron James. You know, everybody's trying to figure out the hell you can even bet on it. LeBron James. I wouldn't recommend you go out and bet on it unless it's Hard Rock app or something, but yeah, I think we got a shot. And if it happens, everything changes. Everything changes. I mean, just the thought of that starting 5. Bam, Giannis, LeBron, Wiggins, and D. Mitchell. Man, I like that starting 5. Boy, they're going to get after.
How do you think that starting 5 compares to, like, one of the 2011 or 12 teams?
I'll tell you one
Pretty
thing.
close, right?
I think they're going to get after you. Now, listen, age is going to be a little bit of an issue, but you got some guys that can play defense. You got some guys who get after it.
Yeah, they automatically would go to favorites, I would think.
You do?
To win the title. You
I
don't
don't
think
know
so? I think that big three is, I mean, it's comparable to the one they had, right? I think Bam is comparable to Bosch as a player. Maybe not as great.
Well, the
offensively,
Knicks are
but-
running back with the same group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They got hot at the right time. Let me give you another team. What about Philly?
I think Philly's going to be good.
Philly's
yes.
good with or without LeBron. That team looks.
I just think defensively, the Heat are going to be.
I agree.
Ferocious.
I think Spo's going to love the way they play. He's got some.
It's
guys.
not going to be the same as it was with all the high flying alley oops and all that stuff we saw last time. But I think defensively, this is going to be a tough group.
I love everything. Love the size. Love skill set. And by the way, I'm guessing if you get LeBron, you're going to have a chance to get Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
You like Klay Thompson? Or are you over
Sure.
Klay? I don't know.
He can get his groove back down here. Yeah.
Well, hopefully. He went through a bad spell in Dallas, to be fair to your point. But he's got a lot of experience in that. And if DeMar DeRozan, what do you do if DeMar DeRozan wants to come down here? Got to make room. 18.5 points a game last year with Sacramento. No,
I can't believe we're doing this, by the way.
Well, that's what we do.
We're building the roster around LeBron right now.
He's that
Assuming
kind of piece.
He's coming, yep.
And by the way, I only got him in for 21 points a night. I'm not asking him to do any.
Oh, okay. Great.
I'm not asking him to do any more, any less than last year that he did for.
Okay.
When the other two guys
he's not going to play 80
out
games probably. Those days might be over. He's got to slow down at some point, right? A little bit.
We have
The injury
physically
started to catch up a little last year.
Physically never seen an athlete this good and this durable so long. Never. Not even close. Never. To still play. They're showing dunks from last year, and I'm going, he can still get up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he may not jump like he used to, like when you're 20, 21, 20-something years later. I got to tell you, he is. And he's worked on his outside shot. I think it looks like, I don't know the numbers, 3-point shot. He's worked on that. So anyway,
quite a big three, man. I mean, Giannis is.
I'm not trying to get everybody lathered up this morning a little
Giannis
bit.
Giannis is a one-of-a-kind type player, right?
But you get Giannis, and if you don't get Giannis, you don't get you have no shot to get LeBron unless you got Giannis. You agree with that?
Yes, you're probably right.
He's telling Milwaukee, no, don't want to go there. No,
I don't
not
think
enough
he's,
there.
I don't think he's looking at Miami if they're going to pair him with Tyler Hero. No offense.
Yeah, I think Giannis was. You took a shot though. It's fine. I'm
Sorry,
glad to hear you finally take a little jab at.
I like Tyler. I've been very clear on that.
I saw Pat's
No
comments.
beef with him.
I think Pat went on with, if I'm not mistaken, Levy on his thing, and I don't know if it was Levitard or the writers, but he was talking about the whole thing between Bam and Tyler Hero and what happened, and Pat's old school. He doesn't like that bitchy stuff. Pat Riley does not like, oh man, those guys, I didn't realize this was going on, which is not Pat's job to know. But you do know one thing. Pat did not like the way Tyler Hero handled this, right? DMing some fan. Can you imagine telling Spo, you DM some guy you didn't even friggin' know on Instagram? And then he didn't run it back. He didn't say, hey, man, I was having a bad day, right? He still had a chance to go, hey, I'm sorry about that, man. I was just pissed about some things, and he asked me, and somehow went after you, and I'm sorry about that, man. We've been together. Hey, man, you're getting yours. I'm getting mine. We're fine. But he didn't do it, and he didn't take it back. Apparently, he didn't take it back when he met with Bam either. But anyway, it was crazy. It's over. And now we're just waiting to find out what LeBron James is going to do, man. But yeah, the starting lineup, little pieces coming off the bench with Hardaway, Portis. Pretty good group, man. Pretty fun group to watch. I'm always amazed when I look down at my phone and people in my life that I see call me. They know what I've been doing for 36 years on the radio. I'm always amazed how stupid people in your own life can be to not know and call why you're on the phone. Now, if it was a wife or something, think, all right, she'd at least even text me, right? She wouldn't call. But, man, it's amazing. It is.
Who do you got?
I don't want to say.
Who is it?
I don't want to say.
Can I guess?
No, you can't.
Why, you think I'll get it right?
No, but
we had another layoff at ESPN, by the way, for
Who
all
got
of our baseball fans. Carl Ravitch, 33,
Oh, come
33
on.
years at ESPN, laid off.
Oh, he is baseball, man.
Yeah, baseball tonight and all that.
And ESPN making a little comeback there with baseball after it said they were done. I think they took him back and worked something out there. Probably won't have to worry about baseball for a year coming up, though. We've got a lot of stuff still to get to here this morning as John Eric Sullivan and Jeff Hafley, GM and head coach of the Miami Dolphins, spending some time with the rookies on how it's going to be going forward, man, with the rookies for a week and then next week, and we're going to be off and running. By the way, Marlins, I want to let you know, man, got 6 games coming up at home after this series. 7th straight loss yesterday, man. Not good. Not good at all. But the good news is they've got 2 more, and then they're coming home where they'll face the Padres and the Phillies. 6 games coming up at home where they got a really nice home record. Got to get it going again. And by the way, join the Marlins for a special Venezuelan Heritage Celebration presented by Santa Teresa as part of the T-Mobile Heritage Series on Saturday, July 25th at a 4:10 start. Each ticket includes an exclusive jersey with a portion of proceeds benefiting Venezuelan relief efforts. Then catch the Fighting Fish, face the Padres. Get your tickets today at marlins.com/Venezuela. And don't forget, for the Phillies, who will follow 3 games of their own, the 27th through the 29th of July. Take advantage of a fan favorite. Enjoy 2 for $25. That score 2 tickets plus 2 canned beers for just ice cold beers too. For just $25. A lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff going on. That marketing department for your Marlins with 6 games coming up at home.
The Joe Rose Show is presented by Loctite Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Loctite Impact, South Florida's top-rated impact windows, doors, and roofing provider with thousands of 5-star reviews.
More Marlins baseball tonight. They're in Houston for Game 2 of their series with the Astros. Game begins at 8:10. Marlins on deck with the warm-up at 7:30. Baseball with the Marlins here. FM 104.3 WQAM and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
You know they locked in. Let's go.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Look who has extra pep in their step.
Well, I just finished my to-do list. Gas tank is full, tonight's dinner plans are set, grocery shopping is complete, and I even got everything for those barbecues and pool parties we have planned. You know what's even better?
What?
Every one of those stops gets me a bit of money back.
How are you doing that?
By using Upside.
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app where I earn cash back on gas, groceries, and dining out. They even gave me a cashback bonus on my first grocery trip.
So that extra pep comes from all that cash back. Looks like I need to download Upside.
You really do.
Earn cash back on errands and everyday essentials. Download Upside and use promo code SNAP5 to earn an extra $5 cash back on your first purchase at one of over 100,000 available locations. That's promo code SNAP5 for an extra $5 cash back. Remember, use promo code SNAP5.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
In Miami, we don't drink coffee. We drink cafecito. Our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when we want a low price, we know. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of your Pricito and save all month long on all of your favorite new 26 Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't miss your chance to save on a new vehicle today. With easy financing and fast service, you'll receive the best value for your money because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralVolkswagen.com. All financing on approved credit. Present any Miami Volkswagen dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for...
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Hey, sis, do you remember if the recipe says 2 or 3 cups of water?
Let me video call Abuela.
How are you, mija?
Wait, Abue, in the living room, I'll hear you better.
Okay.
Okay, hang on, over here. Carlitos is playing. I'd better go to the backyard.
Okay.
Okay, almost there. And here, Daddy's getting excited watching the final. Better to the basement.
I'm still here.
Okay, I can hear you perfectly now.
What's going on?
Abue, was it 2 or 3 cups of water for the empanadas?
I don't know. Search on the internet.
Wait, what?
Get internet in more corners of your house with home internet from AT&T. AT&T, connecting changes everything. Extended Wi-Fi coverage service required. Limited availability. Visit att.com/internet to learn more.
Traffic on WQAM is sponsored by Lexus of Kendall and Lexus of West Kendall. Your home for the best price.
This report is brought to you by the Casino at Dania Beach, where the fun never stops and the parking is free. The Casino at Dania Beach has it all. Enjoy new exciting promotions, the hottest slots, great shows, multiple dining options, live poker, and simulcast. Plus, new members can win up to $5,000 in free play. Join the fun at the Casino at Dania Beach.
All right, welcome back. Oh, man. I couldn't help myself this morning. Just could not help. You guys got me good during the break, though. You know, we have this little thing that we do in the background. I hate when people do stuff and you're not in on it. So we prank each other. And I did one of the fundamental D's. And all day Dan Day, while you were gone, got hooked in on it. He goes, D's, what?
He fell for a D's, really?
No, he literally, he's concentrating on what he was doing. You got to get it. And he was not, and he goes, D. He looked up and he goes, D's what? And so I D'sed him, which is old and very immature, very immature. But you guys just got me back. Very strong. Very, very strong stuff.
Plenty more where that came from.
Yeah.
You better watch it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Get you all riled up.
Now, listen, there's a couple things going on here. The SEC are having their meetings right now for Gator fans down here. And I know Greg Sankey is using this, and he should, this platform, because people do care what's going on at the Big Ten and the SEC for all these things. And with college football. And college football's got a lot of problems. They do. They got a mess. And they got to try to figure something out. And so the SEC is very frustrated. And so Greg Sankey comes out. If you miss it, the SEC commissioner, and he starts his meetings with the Protect the College Sports Act that you guys did in front of Congress with Nick Saban and everybody else that was on that little committee that was there. We don't like it. Nope. We do not like what you guys were selling. We are not aboard with it. And if things don't change, we've discussed whether we should break away or not. And some of the presidents at some of the universities in the SEC think we should make the move. And they're calling it the breakaway. Better news. What's that mean? We're breaking away. I guess that's what it would be called.
Well, they'll take a few more schools with them, you would assume, right? Start their own
Well,
league.
It's hard to imagine that they're just going to finish it with Oklahoma and Texas, the last two, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, most recent.
That would do it. Oklahoma in the Oklahoma's in the SEC too.
They are.
So,
look, man, I think we talked about this I think in the first segment this morning, but my biggest thing, my biggest takeaway is that there is nobody to enforce anything. So even if you come up with rules, who is going to enforce them? You need a commissioner of college football, which is not going to be an easy job.
So Greg Sankey said he came out with 10 common suggestions that make sense. And also he said there's 4 key principles that we follow and we'll be in good shape. So Greg Sankey just came out with all this stuff and I'm thinking at this point, everybody, even fans, have an idea of how to fix things. I've heard it from financial guys. Some financial guys were telling me, well, big money, said, hey, man, they had to set this thing up with their best schools and run it like the NFL. Take the top 40 or 50 schools and put the money in there and get somebody to come in and second most popular sport.
But let's say the SEC does break away. What does breakaway even mean? You're not going to listen to the NCAA anymore like you do now?
Yeah, they're going to run their own show.
Okay, but you're doing that anyway.
That's
true. What does a breakaway even mean? And these things are so short-sighted because there are other sports other than football, as you may know, that are actually important that they teams want to play.
You don't want to hear what the main.
I know it all
sports
matters. I know it only.
There's
matters
4
about
sports.
football.
There's 4 sports that matter. There's 4. I don't know what order you want to do. There's 4 sports that matter.
Okay, so what happens to the NCAA basketball tournament?
That's one of them.
I know what happens when the SEC
By the
breaks
way,
away and starts their own league.
Men and women. No.
What are we going to do? An SEC tournament to claim they're going to have their national champion?
I agree with you. Or they just going to go, well, we're bringing our teams to your tournament. No, you're not.
I think this is a lot of bluffing until they get their way.
Well, the Big Ten, everything seems to be, the competition really seems to be, nothing against anybody else, but it's about the SEC and the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're talking yesterday, they got in a little peeing contest there about who's better right now as a conference. And Greg Sankey, of course, said, well, I'll take our team from the top to the bottom down, and we're better than the Big Ten, even though their top couple of teams been kicking our ass lately.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say that. I just added that on to the thing. But I don't have an answer. But I do know we had Joe on, and Joe made it clear, whatever everybody decides to do, we're not worried about it because people are going to want us. We bring eyeballs to the TV, and we have a real good product, and people are going to want UM.
Yeah, Miami's not getting left out of the party.
No. He doesn't think any of the big schools are.
No.
All the big schools. Now, I'll tell you an interesting one. I guess Florida State still contend. They're in a little funk right now, but
I would think they get in.
yeah, they're what they've done. Isn't it amazing? We talked about the ACC and Florida State and Miami were going to dominate.
Mm-hmm.
One team hasn't at all. Florida State is not always at the top.
Clemson's probably going to have a decent bounce back, you would think.
He's talking like it. But listen, everybody went to a meeting. Did anybody say, not a good year for us in the transfer portal. We have no money. We lost like 12 of our best players. We're in big trouble. Nobody's going to say that.
No one said that.
That'd be a good way.
Good way to get fired before the season
That'd be a good way to
camp starts.
What are we telling everybody? Stay away?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with that. So anyway, I'm sure we'll hear a lot more from individual coaches, including our favorite coach at LSU, who's always good for, right?
He'll say something crazy.
He'll say something. Somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to get it, the NIL. He's going to do it. Although he can't talk about NIL money now.
Well, last time they stuck a microphone in front of him for that Vanity Fair interview.
Is that when he said he couldn't get black players to go to Ole Miss,
yes.
or was that when last thing he said?
Something along those lines, yes.
Oh, yeah, that stuff still
That's
exists.
why he went to LSU, yeah.
So I went to LSU. Got a lot more money.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, though, he got caught in a big lie when he said a lot of players wanted me to be here and want to go with me and all that stuff. I don't think that's been the case. Did he take any Ole Miss guys with him? Might have got one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't get a lot, though.
I know, like I just showed you the USF coach. He took like his entire team to Auburn.
He did?
Oh, yeah.
He got the quarterback, though.
Good.
The quarterback's a good player.
Yep, he did.
Or you're not sold?
I'm not sold at that level. He does a lot of running around. Byron Brown, he's at Auburn now. He does a lot of running around and improvising. And, it's one thing to do it against the American Conference.
Yeah.
It's quite another to do it in the SEC. So, I don't know.
Well, get ready for I've already seen this a lot. And I was going to talk about it tomorrow. I don't know who the top quarterback's going to be coming out, because this year we were totally wrong. Totally wrong. We all look like dummies together, all of you. And don't try to tell me you knew Mendoza.
We bought the hype on Arch Manning. Everyone did.
Well, it wasn't just that. We bought the Oregon, and he ends up going back to school.
Too lucrative to go back now, man. It's too much money.
Yeah, but he could have made.
Yeah,
Moore was going to be one of the top quarter. He's going to.
Yeah, and it'll still be there. But hey, take life-changing.
But there's
the guy set up for life playing his last year in college.
There's one position that everybody feels good about that I know Miami fans would love to have, and I'm right in there too. And I'll leave you with Jeremiah Smith from Chaminade Madonna, now at Ohio State, where everybody he plays with has been a first-round pick, and everybody has said he's the best receiver on our team since he came from Chaminade right into Ohio State as a true freshman. Big, strong guy, and he'd look good someday in a Miami Dolphin uniform. There is no question about that. Hey, we got a lot more stuff to get to. Kyle Krabs, a host of Locked On Fins and A to Z Sports, NFL analyst, going to join us. We're going to talk about the Dolphins a little bit here, but first, want to take a second to talk to you about Super Sure, man. I'm super sure of this. When you sign your insurance policy, for some brokers, that's the finish line. Handshake, commission, done. Then you may not hear from them again until you do that renewal. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and the risks. That's why I'm introducing Super Sure. If your company has more than 25 employees, whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. Super Sure is a super agency built for you, licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you access tools like fine print facts, which translates your current policy into plain English so you see what's covered and what's not. Plus a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth so you know what actually needs protecting. Go to supersure.com. Supersure, one super agency, one powerful platform. All your policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com. Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.